Hey Jay, I know you're in there. It's Tuesday and you know what that means. It's time for Backstage with Al and Jason!
Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Backstage with Al and Jay. Are you ready?
You what?
And now, your host, Al Silva.
Who? Hello and welcome back. We're here for another edition of Backstage Al and Jay. After a short, brief vacation, we're here again. I didn't go anywhere. I've been here. But Jason was on vacation. Therefore, I took one too. Just not doing anything here. Except for working hard in the background for you people. So help me welcome back Jason, the man, the legend, is in the building.
Nice.
I would say pseudo 4K. It's not 4K, but damn, it looks good.
It looks way more crisp than it did before. So we'll,
damn,
look
take
at
what
that.
we
can get.
I need just a whole room full of these freaking iPhone 17 Pros.
I know there's
just I just need every angle 17 Pros, but they need more than one continuity cam. I'm sure that's just an update. That's just an update process. My dad's here. Welcome. Cheyenne's already here. Welcome. Now you have a rough start because my dad's like 6 chats in, so he's already number 1 in the chat. And we're trying something really experimental today. We're actually live on TikTok right now because they finally made a Mac TikTok Studio. I've been waiting for Mac TikTok Studio. It's only been available on Windows. So now we're live on TikTok for all the TikTokers out there, all those crazy kids. You know how they are.
The
hipsters, those Gen Zers and stuff like that. So we're going to see. And what's funny is it's a different set of cameras. It's a different everything because I couldn't route everything to just this. I'm trying my best with what I got here. So, oh, it looks cool. Yeah. Look at Jason. Look. We're on TikTok. So I'm on top. Jason's on bottom. We'll have the content in the middle, which will be pretty cool. And we're going to see if it works and if it doesn't crash my computer or the whole live stream. I don't know. You might say. Stream Elements bot, thanks for running. You know there's bot commands. You guys will have to figure them out. I set up like just default bot stuff. I don't know. You could be like, hey, bot, what kind of... I don't know. You guys figure out the bot. And if there's bot commands that you want, because I know that's what a lot of streamers do is they have like, there's games, there's interaction, there's all sorts of crap that you can do with bots. Just tell me those ideas. Just be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you did this? I seen Kai Cenat did blank. I don't care, bro. If it's something I can activate with Stream Elements, I'm going to do it because it'll be fun for you guys, which will be pretty sweet. All right, we got way too packed of a show today because that's what happens. What did I do? What? Reproduce content. It says live visibility restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendation because it contains unoriginal or reproduced content. We're unoriginal, Jason. I didn't even show anything.
First of all, the only ones doing it in this format.
Oh my good! I'm appealing.
And
I didn't show anything.
Secondly, definitely the only ones doing it on Tuesday.
That's insane, dude. I'm appealing. I should say my live does not contain whatever is mentioned in the notice. Okay. We're appealing. TikTok, these Chinese people. I know it's the Chinese. Isn't it China that makes the TikTok? They're trying to get us down. We love China. China's so good. So let's keep walking with that. All right. Here the stuff in the intro. But I made that. Well, except for the what was it? Do it with Shia LaBeouf. Okay, I didn't make all that. We'll see how it goes.
Are we going to have to talk over the intro from now on?
No, this is the thing. When I see when I'm scrolling on TikTok, people are just playing music in the background and doing like all sorts of copyright shit that you cannot do on YouTube. Like 100% you can't do on YouTube. So I'm like, oh, well, then it's kind of the Wild West of live shows, except for within our first 5 minutes, they're like, you guys aren't originals, so we're de-recommending you.
You look just like those guys from Backstage with Al and Jay on Tuesday nights at approximately 10 p.m.
Oh, yeah. My dad said this isn't working correctly. I can't tell if he's trying to get his chat points up because he did it in separate chats here. Let's see here.
My goodness.
We're gonna see. I don't know. I need. We need like multiple angles.
Do that?
Multiple angles of stuff.
That?
Would it do that? What?
For points?
For points? I don't think. Well, I think my dad would do anything
What is
to be number one.
YouTube chat prison rules?
Yeah, I don't know. So this is the thing. My dad, he got a new iPhone 16e.
Nice.
And looked really good when I was just checking it out and whatever. And now we have Xfinity Mobile, right? So now it connects automatically to like every Xfinity Mobile hotspot anywhere, right? And whether you want to or not, as I'm traveling, it goes, "Hey, you're connected. Hey, you're connected." Like I'm not even stopping. It's like, found one. So it's like always trying to get you on some Wi-Fi. And when I was at his house, it connected to somebody's Wi-Fi. So I was thinking, oh, my dad's gonna have a way better connection now. This is gonna be awesome because he's gonna have some Wi-Fi. But he says he can't. I can see, I can hear, but I can't comment correctly. That's all right because he's commenting like one word at a time, and you're getting points. You're like you're loading the points. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to do one word at a time. It's gonna be terrible for you, but you're loading it up. I feel like an advantage because I could just put people in timeouts to get me.
You could just put your whole sentence as one word.
No, that's what he's saying. It won't let him type out more than a word.
I'm saying make the whole sentence.
Don't have spaces. Don't have spaces. We'll figure it out. Capital letters in between every word. That's how we'll be able to see it here, which is pretty cool. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and get started with the pregame.
It's time for the pregame.
Dang, she just issued the threat.
She's like, I'm canceling everybody. I love the way this freaking TikTok looks. That's so cool. It's like behind the scenes. You thought you were behind the scenes. TikTok's even further.
Watch the clips now.
That's awesome. And I guess I could download them. I don't know, bro. There's so much. We're going to the field. I told you I wanted to do multi-streaming, but it was like at first convoluted, a little crazy. But you guys are fired. Not me. I didn't do nothing. It's YouTube or something.
But it worked.
It worked. It worked. See, we can tell what you're saying. All right, we're going to go to the pregame. So let's start with this first thing. Jason, as I mentioned in the intro, just went to Europe, and he bring back a bunch of photos and stuff like that. Let's do, well, it looks like it's the date in which you edited them, maybe, or maybe you took them in this order. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to go from the oldest to the newest. We'll work our way up. Okay. We're just going to see how they go. Yeah, because the first one's your plain photo. So, content. Maybe this one? Oh, man, I forgot to not put my dad in all the scenes. No. Oh, my goodness. Oopsie.
He's getting free.
We're backstage with Alan J.
What do you call it? Street cred, but not really.
Free street cred. I got to redo the black magic. Nobody look. This is behind the scenes. You're so far behind the scenes here. All right, let's see.
The scenes
here.
have taken you too far, actually.
The two, that's black magic. That's, what camera is that? Oh, that's the one way up there. Oh, I think I got to redo this one.
Yeah, that one actually, admittedly, was over Ireland.
Well, they can't see that yet, though.
Oh.
They will see it soon.
Soon.
Very soon. Very, as soon as I can get to this thing. Very soon.
Coming to you live.
Oh my goodness.
Sometime between now and the end of our lives.
All right, Mini Boy, Black Magic. That's Jason, Black Magic. Oh, what's happening? Oh, interesting. There's something going on here. Stall for time, Jason. Here, I'll put it on you.
Okay,
that's Jason.
cool.
Why don't you explain what you were doing there?
All right, so in most of these photos, I was like, okay, well, first of all, the country is beautiful, but I also wanted to justify, the amount of money that I spent on this phone, which I really didn't. I got actually a trade-in credit for the same amount of value as the phone. So, but it's still a really epic phone. So I wanted to show off a little. I will preface this by saying some of these are not shot with the default camera app. Mostly because it does a great job in either specific light sources, right? So if you have a really high light environment, okay, great. If you have a low light environment, not as great, but still pretty epic. And then the middle, which is like, okay, I'm inside or whatever. Anything outside of those 3 points of destination becomes weird things happen with light. It's either over or under sharp. And I'm not bashing it here. I'm just telling you so you know how to use it.
Who are you bashing? Apple?
No.
You bashing Apple?
Nobody. But Apple is a sort of a taking some fire here.
This is their fault.
By accident. We love you, Apple. Anyway, so I used an app called Lightroom. It's just called Lightroom. But within the Lightroom app, you have a lot of, like, the whole bottom is just full of pro options and stuff. So, like, just like Blackmagic Cam gives you the ability to control ISO and white balance and all that, but for stills. So it's actually incredible in that way. Like this one here was not, if you just took your phone and went click, those lights would just be blurs.
Let's see here. Let's see if I got it up now. Doing this, that, this, that, this. Are you effing me?
Is it not?
Are you effing me right now? Hey, Piano Man. Thanks for joining our first guest ever on TikTok. Thanks, Piano Man, my boy. Hang on, fellas. We got to figure out what's going on with Blackmagic. I got the best cord plugged in. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just give it the old boot. You know what they say in the IT world. Have you turned it off and turned it back on?
Have you tried unblessing it and blessing it again?
Let's give it that 1, 2. If this doesn't work, somebody's getting slapped. Everybody prepare yourself.
Good thing I'm actually in a different location with a green screen behind me.
Oh, it's working.
Oh, that's good.
That's what I like to see.
I didn't want to get slapped.
You definitely don't. Not by... I had something.
The long arm of the law.
I was going to say I had a whip here. My son, he had this whip for a while. He was going around just going... It was like, not like a whip, but it was like something made out of plastic that he was using as a whip. I was like, bro, you got to be real careful with that.
Was it one of those rubber hand things?
Rubber hand things?
Yeah.
No, it was just like a long piece of plastic. I don't know what was going on with that.
Weapons.
Oh, my goodness.
For children nowadays.
Charging. Okay. All right. Maybe now. Oh, okay. I think we have it.
Seems good, right?
I think we have it. I'm just checking this, checking that. Okay.
Basically, what we're doing here is we're just pushing a button.
Bro, you know how it is. We're always doing something. We're always trying to innovate. It's a look. You know what they say? Innovate or die. Don't they say that?
Oh,
they say innovate or die.
They should.
If they don't say it, they gotta.
Yeah.
All right. F.
You're going to get us banned again.
All right, Jason, tell us about this majestic photo of you on the plane. So you're on the plane. Where is this over?
This is over Ireland. And I looked down, I saw a city, and I was like, take that picture. And then I was like, hey, Carolina, where am I? Yeah. She was like, oh, you're above Ireland. I was like, oh, man, wow, I've captured Ireland. Nice. So... that looks really good. Again, like I was saying, if you were to just snap this picture with your default camera app, those lights, it would not look like that. It would basically look like one splotchy sheet of orange.
Nice.
So this Lightroom app helped me to diminish that effect.
Very nice. Let's go to the next. Where are we at? Oh.
It's okay. It doesn't actually have to be in order. This was Prague, actually. I don't know what that castle is called, but when we went to see Orloj, which is the big clock that they have in Prague, we thought it was going to happen over there. And then I was like, well, it's still a cool building. Yeah. And then we turned directly to our left, and there's the actual Orloj. But it looks like something out of Walt Disney.
Yeah, it does. We're at the what do they call it? Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse is in there.
Pow.
Isn't that nuts?
Actually was taken just with the stock iPhone.
And that's 8x zoom.
Yes.
Nice.
That is 8 times zoom. Like, you could still zoom that and have detail. Killing it with this new camera tech.
Very nice. Every time I look over, I'm gonna do something crazy here. I might just lose it. Here, people. Why is it doing that? Why do you think it's doing that?
Because nothing ever works right
the first time. The first time. Isn't that crazy? The first time, though. You give it a couple times and then it starts working. All right, Jason's moving, so that means I can move.
Nice.
Look at this.
Or Loy. So this thing, I'm going to leave it to you to, well, you can't.
Why is my first thought is Panda Express?
This clock has so much information on it. Then you would look at it and honestly, you look at it and you're like, I can't even tell time on that thing.
Yeah.
That's because it tells you like the zodiac signs and like in their relation to the sun and like the time, obviously, the date, the everything. It tells you everything. If you want to look it up, it's Orloj is actually not spelled the way you would think. It's ORLOJ because J's make the Y sound.
Orloj.
Yeah.
Over at the Orloj.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nice bridge.
That is Charles Bridge, actually, and it is intense. Like, you can see all those people on it. There's miniature little handcrafted little market stall things, but they can't do too much because, you know, it's a historical place and stuff, or I would like to think that. But, like, you can buy all sorts of little tourist trap stuff in there. Or get caricatures drawn and stuff. It's a huge thing.
Okay. And then a wide shot of this boy.
Yeah.
Very nice. Water looks fantastic there.
Doesn't it? Wow.
What are we looking at here?
So this picture I took specifically because the main like little city part of Prague, you can see that they all have red roofs. Mm-hmm. It's mandate there. You can't not have those roofs because that's the way they want the city to look.
Yeah.
But there's another detail of all these little cathedrals in the background just dotted all over the place, which got them the nickname the City of 100 Spears, because those cathedrals look like just spears coming out of the city.
That makes sense.
Pretty epic. I think that's the coolest name for a city ever. And it looks great, too. That little tower in the back has an elevator you can go
Looks
up.
like a shuttle. Looks like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it goes... That's the highest point, and you can see the entire city from that tower. I was too scared to get on that thing. But also, they have these weird little baby statues that are climbing up the thing.
Babies?
Baby statues, yeah, like...
Statues of babies.
No.
Just miniature statues. They're statues.
Babies crawling everywhere.
Of babies.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Statues of babies.
Yeah, but now people are going to be like, they have babies?
They have freaking baby statues. No, that's exactly what I thought. Carol's in the chat. Hey, Carol. Jason, give you the picture of Jesus I took for you. This is the first time I'm seeing the photos.
Oh, she has a what's called an Instax Mini that does like Polaroid shots. She took a picture of Jesus for you.
Oh, very nice. I think it's the little camera she had when she was here.
Yeah.
Taking a little photo.
Yeah, those.
Very nice. It's this trees. What is this?
This is at the foot of Prague Castle. There's a vineyard. And all throughout the streets and also parts of Carolina City sell hot wine. It's really good. It's basically cinnamon, oranges, and red wine, and these spices they put in it.
Yeah. Fancy.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Oh, we got some church here. Is that a church?
That is also Prague Castle. I took that one to show you the perspective of like, oh yeah, it's disorienting when you're taking pictures of these giant buildings. So you almost have to get people to show you the scale and actual magnitude. Like you, from the bottom of this thing,
yeah.
When you look up, you get dizzy.
Yeah. You're getting disoriented, like, oh, like it's going to fall on you.
It's not even like, oh, shit. Like, a lot of people have seen skyscrapers, and they're like, whoa, that's crazy. It's way more crazy when it's a building made of bricks.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Architecture's on point. Got another angle here.
Yeah.
Look at the people. I'll adjust my angle here.
That one, I think I actually took a closer photo of it, but this one just looked cooler because of the angle. But these clocks, man. These clocks. Like,
Are they always clocking? They're always going dong, 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 dong.
I don't think those two in particular actually work anymore. Because these buildings are like centuries old.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have, a sky lift to take them up, and they were just like,
Yeah.
No.
They use slaves.
Manual labor.
Or aliens. That's how it was back in Egypt.
Yeah,
at
it could
least.
have been aliens.
Well, very
We'll get to
fancy.
that is the front of Prague Castle,
That's the
and
front.
right behind this is this giant archway. So you're walking upstairs the whole time through Prague City, and you see how big this thing is.
Yeah.
But the way the archway is placed, when you go under it, you forget how huge this thing is.
Yeah.
And then you come out from under it, and your whole field of view is just this building. And then you're like, where did the rest of the earth go? Like, you can't look left or right without seeing this building in front of you. And then you could look up, and the literal first words out of my mouth were, wow. Because it actually stunned me.
Yeah. Breathtaking is what they would say.
Yeah, big time.
We got to zoom in on the
No, you can
space
see
needle.
the little baby statues on the side.
Of the needle?
Yeah, those
Oh, you
are,
can look.
Those are
Look at the children. They make the children in Prague. They climb the tower. It's insane.
Isn't it weird?
They're like,
What
you know
the
what this
heck?
tower needs? Statues of babies.
They're like, people aren't going to feel safe in this thing. Let's just
But now
show
they
'em
see the babies, though.
even babies can do it.
How? Yes. I feel so at ease now. Incredible. All right. Very nice. Oops. What's this? Oh, this
Illuminati.
I was going to say, the Illuminati's over there, too? They got the Illuminati.
There's not much to say about it.
I
'cause
knew
don't
it was
wanna-
from there.
I don't want to get murdered, but
Oh,
There
that
it
makes
is.
a lot of sense now.
it just as a side point, not related to
Yeah.
that at all, but it's all very Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can assume who has control of that there.
I would have told you that a long time ago. I knew it was them Roman Catholics.
Yeah, but this is on
This
Earth,
is, they're like, hello, it's us.
built by people with their hands,
It's
not
The Rock.
technology. Yeah, and they were like, let's put that up there.
Yeah. Herbert, welcome to the chat, my boy. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. We're looking at Jason's Euro trip. He was just in the Czech Republic over there. What are we looking at here, Jason?
That is Prague Castle from Charles Bridge.
Charles. Oh, from the bridge you took the photo on from earlier.
Yeah.
Very nice here. Oh, we got some nighttime shot.
This is also a castle, but this actually isn't in Prague. It's in a much smaller city called Ústí. That's where Caroline is from. Sorry, doxed.
Ústí.
But yeah, that one also not done with the stock camera app because the lights kept washing out the building. It just looked like a big yellow building. So I had
Right.
to jump into Lightroom and, turn all that stuff down like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. And still managed to capture the light in a way that made the...
Yeah, that's always going to be hard, like a bright source in a dark space.
Yeah.
Because the lights are they're literally battling for each other for supremacy.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, we're in the daytime. Are these apartments?
This is Ústí from the castle, looking at a part of the city that just happened to look really cool. Really, I was just like in awe of like how much you could see because of like everything being on mountains and hills and shit.
Yeah. Lots of trees there, too.
Yeah.
Nice and
It's
green.
a city in the nature.
These
that
are
just looks
part
cool
of the mountains they carved out to Get those freeways
It
there.
just
Yeah,
looks sick,
looking good. It looks like Shadow of the Colossus.
right?
You know what I mean? A little hazy.
It feels like that too. Like
Big
when
ol'
you walk up to these things and
Yeah.
look at them, and you're like, "Holy crap, that's a lot of earth."
There we go. Nice cloudy.
Boosty shot from the castle. This is actually the same castle that was all lit up. We also went. We went during the day, and at night we just happened to be walking along that bank there. There's a street and a sidewalk. So I was like, boop boop. That looks cool.
Very nice.
Another castle.
Oh, that's right there. Let me get in here.
Whoop.
Hello.
Yep. There's just castles
Count Dracula's in there.
everywhere. I don't remember if I asked specifically about that one, but there was a castle that I was like, does somebody live there? And they were like, yeah.
Like, oh yeah. That's Old Man Jenkins.
Yeah, he only
Old
gets,
Man Jenkins.
he only gets delivery.
Very nice here. Nice wide. Oop. I think we did. Nope. There we go.
Yep.
Wide
That's
shot.
that same foggy looking mountain thing from afar.
Getting on this way from it.
Yeah. That is actually a Roman Catholic church.
They're gonna be like, it's actually the local Coney Island. They just all look this good.
You might notice, though, it's not perfect.
Well, it's definitely not as fancy as the other one. Is that what you're saying?
No, look at the left side, at the concrete at the base. Look how much thicker it is than the concrete at the
Oh,
right.
because it's some sort of slant going on here.
It was actually hit by a bomb, and it tilted the whole building. So they did reconstruction just on the lower part to stabilize it.
Yeah.
Across the street in the shopping center, there's a Burger King that has a picture of how it should be standing, and it's 2 meters leaned.
Why didn't they
Or
want
not
the
too-
Leaning Tower like Pisa? Everybody go, oh,
This
it's
is-
the Leaning Castle of
Yeah,
whatever the heck it is.
Roman Catholicism.
But I'm sure it has a name.
I'm sure it does too.
Leaning Tower of Peter's Place. Oh, we got bread.
Yeah, every single shop you go into, this was also stock iPhone app, just so you know. This is kind of what I was talking about. The light, it just has to be light.
Yeah. Let it light.
Everywhere you go, fresh bread.
Gotta have fresh bread. My goodness, look at those seeds on there. It's like, let me zoom in there. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Boca Schwan. 1190 KC.
11.90. All right, so to put that in perspective,
Yeah.
$1 is equal to 20 check rounds.
20 check rounds. So that's like 50, 60 cents for a piece of that bread. Wowzers. Wowzers. Got some good looking bread there. All right, I got to do this.
And some of that is on rollback. This one was from the plane on my way in. We had just broken through the clouds, so I was like, oh, cool, finally see something. I want to see stuff.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see Prague from over top, which I probably did and didn't recognize it. And I wanted to see Usti from over top. But
You got in a plane? How'd you get in this? This is from a top of a castle?
no, this is from the plane.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why I couldn't necessarily do that is because I did not want to pay for Wi-Fi on the phone, so I didn't know where I was at any given point.
Right.
That, I assume, has to be somewhere near Prague, but they built this village in this crater. How this crater happened, I don't know. Like, they live, like, right on top of tectonic plates, so, like, some of those mountains and shit
Yeah.
are, like, inactive volcanoes.
Oh, Kara says American bombed us.
Not on purpose.
Is that the crater? Boo! We must rebuild.
We didn't do that one.
From the crater.
I have the
America.
sneaking suspicion that this is, like, where the dinosaurs died, to be honest.
That's the meteor. You're saying this is the moment of impact.
Does it not look like it? I mean,
Got 'em.
they say, no, we didn't kill the dinosaurs, but they did find mammoth bones in Usti.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. makes sense. This is where it was.
Skadoosh.
Oh, remember the commercial? Oh, I don't think I posted that commercial, but we looked at it last time. They're like, oh no, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Couldn't wait for Wednesday. We know it was on a Tuesday in Uzbeki. There it is. Oh, we're in the sky here. Nice cloud.
It was just sunset above the clouds. I might someday put some sort of vaguely inspiring clip, like background music, and I might use AI to make the clouds roll, and it'll...
F bitches get money. But it's going to be like all inspiration. It's going to be all like calligraphy and stuff like that. Real fancy. Yeah. Very fancy. Oh, some food.
They call it candle sauce.
Candle sauce. Oh, this is what you were telling me about. So this is this. Okay, it looks like gravy, and I would have said potatoes. Now I'm looking at it. Looks like whipped cream though.
It is whipped.
That
cream.
is whipped cream. Okay.
So it's whipped cream and cranberries, and this candle sauce looks like gravy, but it's actually a little bit sweet. She's gonna kill me for this one, but I cannot say the name of these dumplings. They're dumplings.
Now you can give it a shot. Then you can give it a roll the boat.
Nope.
Give it a good old college try there.
Nope. Nope. I have so sometimes, because I do want to learn Czech, I will practice to myself, and I'll be like, you sound like a fucking idiot.
What?
Yeah, I can't. I have a tongue piercing. Like, it's hard to roll your R's, and they like really heavily like lean into those R's, and it's even worse. You know how Spanish you're supposed to roll your R's, but if you don't, they're like, it's okay, you're American.
Yeah.
No.
What's so funny is like
you have to roll the R's.
I feel like Americans are the only ones that even try to do other people's languages with like dialect. Because any other language, think of Indians, Chinese,
they just say
everybody.
It the way
They say it the way they say it, but our language, they'll be like, "Oh, you go get pizza, and we're gonna go get the pizza with the scissors." You know what I mean? It's like
buttons.
Yeah, they don't even attempt it. Versus when we're trying a language, it'll be like, "Oh, konnichiwa, oh,
you mean that we are arrogant enough to?
We give it a shot. We give it a good old college try. And everybody else is like, "Oh no, bro, I'm not even gonna attempt the dialect here." And we're like, "We can't understand you. At least if you tried, we'd be like, oh, he's saying hamburger." What the hamburger?
Hamburger.
Yeah, like
hamburger.
Bro, you're not even trying to work with us here.
I can do it.
Yeah.
But I am really bad at Czech.
Yeah. You're going to get it here. All right, so that looks like is the last photo, and then there's a video here. Let me bring it in here. It's a dot move.
A dot move.
So we're going to open that in QuickTime.
Right. This was...
Bring it right here. Give it a shot here.
This was right after I walked out, and I was like, looked up and was like, what the hell?
There you go.
I wanted to give you a perspective of what.
Yeah.
That's people and their size.
Yeah. I'll restart it.
Nothing has been edited about this. And that's this massive building, which isn't even all in the frame.
Right.
Even wide landscape, there was nothing you could do to get this entire building. So I was like, this is clearly the coolest part. They sell tickets to like go inside and stuff.
Oh, you didn't go inside?
We got there right as they were closing.
Oh.
But it's okay.
Yeah. You get them next time there.
Get them next time.
Very nice. All right. Let me throw it over to me and Jay here. Awesome. Heath, appreciate that. All right, so let's see here. Oh, this is the TikTok. Looks so cool. All right, here. Speaking of traveling, if you've never been to Detroit, this guy, he said, this is what it's like. He has a TikTok called, it's like memes with cats or something like that. And so he's like, this is what Detroit's like, but with cats. Cats will represent everything that's going to go on here. So let's give it a shot here.
I'm a little nervous.
Detroit, but with cats. Boo-doo-doo. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare do this to me. We need the music. Even though it's probably copyrighted in one way or another. Oh, it's going to the people. Interesting. Oh, I got it. All right, Detroit, but with cats. 8 Mile Poverty. Unemployed. Let's head down to downtown. Homeless. Business people. So true. So true. Where are we going now? Corktown.
I've never been to Corktown.
Lots of drinking. There's just bars. That makes a lot of sense there. Lots of hipster stuff there. Mexican town. Hey, that's where I'm from. Yeah, boy. Yeah. It'd be like that. Where are we going now? Midtown? I was going to say, the only thing out there is Wayne State, yeah. And the hospital. What's left here? East Side? Oh, no. gang violence. Oh, no. It'd be like that. Don't go to the East Side. Greektown. Casinos. Oh, yeah. We got 3 casinos in the matter of like 1 mile. You could walk to them all from there. So true. So true. I saw the comments. So. The comments were like, somebody not from here made this, LOL. Why? Because it's too accurate? Like, somebody not from here? I'm from here. I validate everything that cat said. It's so true. Except for it's not just one little corner that has the gang violence. It's pretty much spread everywhere but downtown. Like, that's just how it is. That's the only thing that wasn't verified.
Well, each one of those districts is represented by like their own gang.
Yeah. Yeah, every district has its own gang. It's just on the east side, they're mostly fighting inside amongst each other. It's in the same territory. That's why.
The final skirmish for land.
That's how it be. This is, I didn't know where to put this. It could have been an Insano World, but it feel like it wasn't news enough. It was just something trending that's going on. And I wanted to make sure I addressed it. But there's this new trend that Gen Z is raw-dogging boredom. You know how we're all afraid, like, oh, man, this next generation, they're so, like, everything's connected. Oh, I need a tablet. I need a device. I need to be looking at something. Blah, 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 blah. Their brains are going to be fried, right? They're naturally, and this is the thing with, like, I think the human species, I don't think we put enough, what do they call it? Maybe just new kids would say respect on the name, but of adjustment, natural human adjustments. You know, I mean, we think a trend's going to happen because we see it, but then, you know, all of a sudden, the trend kind of takes care of itself because people just realize, oh, I want something else out of this, right? So the same thing with the digital age. Now these kids are going, damn, I'm really bored. Let me do nothing. Check a look at this here.
People are attempting this new trend where you do nothing for 1 hour, no phone, sleeping, or even eating, just sitting in silence. The goal is to last 1 hour while fighting boredom. People are hoping this will help with their
just
short attention spans.
Is that
most
dude
people
sweating?
can't even make it 30 minutes. But how long could you last?
How long could you last? So it's what's so funny was, so
try later.
I saw this. Yeah, not right now. You better watch us, TikTokers. You too. And so it was so funny. My son, I woke him up in the morning, right, the other day, and I was like, hey, you know, like, get in the shower, son. You know, I always tell him it'll wake you right up. You know what I mean? That's why I like taking a shower in the morning, even if I'm like, oh, I take a shower and I'm like, yeah, I feel good. I'm like, he'll wake you right up, son. Get in the shower. And he's like, all right, and he's going in the shower. It's like, and I have a cool like waterproof phone thing because I like to take my phone in the shower. I'll just put something on in the background. Usually it's this show after this show. I'll just put it on in the background just to see how everything went, and that way I'm just like under the water and I can hear it. And so I was like, you want me to bring your phone? And he's like, no, it's okay. And I didn't say this, but my first thought was gonna be like, oh, you're gonna raw dog it, son? Oh, my son is raw dogging that. I didn't say it, but that's what I thought. I was like, oh, he's raw dogging it. But why did they have to make the trend that term? There has to be a friendlier term to use than that. Because I get it. I get what it means is like just raw, like you're experiencing that thing. I remember there was this trend a couple years ago, back when I was doing flights, where it was just a funny trend for a moment, but people were raw dogging flights. And they were like, man, have you ever realized how hard it is to actually be on a flight when you're like doing nothing and you're just sitting on the flight?
I didn't do anything on any of my flights.
No looking at your phone, no reading a book, like nothing. You're just standing and you can't sleep.
So I messaged a few times. I couldn't sleep because admittedly, I couldn't figure out how to lean the chair back. I didn't figure that out. So I had 4 total flights, 1 flight there and a connecting flight, and then flight connecting flight back. I didn't figure out how to recline my chair until the last flight.
You're straight up.
That's the truth about Jay.
I usually just leave the chair up because I'm like, even reclining it is marginal comfort at best. And I know the person behind me is going, oh, what an effing D-bag. Oh, you reclined the chair. Even though they all recline, so the person behind you could just recline, and then the person behind them can recline. It's only the last person that gets screwed, because the very back seat does not recline at all. So that I've sat in that seat a couple times, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. But I just always feel a little weird about reclining. So I never really do it.
And also the flight before that was when I figured out you could adjust your headrest. And I was like, oh man, this thing bends like basically like a vice grip around your head. You could just whoop, and then like any way you lean, you're kind of able to sleep. I got a massive pinched nerve. But yeah, I could not sleep. And also, I didn't. So the flight towards Frankfurt, I did have some anime downloaded.
Yeah.
But then when I got to Europe,
I would have thought you would have pre-prepared like
I did. I did for
days worth of videos, video games, something.
I needed to make sure I had enough storage space for these videos.
Get the external.
I know.
2 Terry.
I know.
It's like I don't know if I'm gonna take 10 Terry's worth of footage.
There was some stuff that I was recording in full 4K, 60 frames. Apple Log 2.
Like right on the phone.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, so you were recording on the thing?
I was recording the stuff that needed all that stuff on the thing. Yeah. And when you look at that, 2 Terry's isn't actually that. I used a Terry and a half.
Yeah. See, what's so funny is like I was starting with that, like especially if it's something that's like, all right, this is gonna be really intense. So like your travel, you're like, well, bro, it's really intense to get here, so I want to make sure I got like the most perfect preserved shit. So in case I gotta adjust it, you know what I mean? What am I gonna do? Go back? Oh, I need this one shot. I messed up the ISO on this one shot or whatever. But like for like most stuff, I started using the H.265, and I'll still do the log so I can do the color adjustments, but just for the file size compression or whatever. And I'm like, man, the sizes are just so much smaller. It's so much ridiculously smaller doing H.265. I'm like, I don't know. Apple got something going here. They got something going here.
Do you 60 frames or you go down to 30?
No, I'll still do the 60. I'll do the 60 because it's still way smaller. So I'm like, oh, I'm already getting the benefit of the file size being small, so I don't need it to be even smaller. But now I'm realizing there's just a few things where I'm like, all right, if I know on purpose that this thing is going to be 24 frames, like I'm doing it for a music video or something where I just know purposely it's going to be 24 frames, well, then I don't necessarily need to record it in the 60 unless I know this is going to be a slow-mo shot. And then I'm like, all right, well, ramp that up so that way when you do slow it down, you won't have the blur. But if I'm not going to do a slow-mo shot, I might as well just record it in 24 native so that way it's pulling, smartly the frames that it thinks versus when you do it in editing, the editing program goes, well, okay, yeah, I think in every couple of these things, it just takes them away.
Every now and then your frames just...
Yeah.
Like...
Cheyenne, never been on a plane? Oh, no, you got to get on a plane. Absolutely. I think it's a fantastic... My son was... They've only been on a plane once, and it was to come down to see me when I was in Texas. And he talks about it all the time. He's like, man, I want to get on a plane. I just want to get on a plane. I was like, man, I wish I had a bunch of money because I'd be like, bro, let's on a weekend. We'll just go somewhere Friday, pick them up, go somewhere Saturday, come back Sunday. It doesn't have to be, we got to go on this, multi-week trip. If it's cheap enough to go to Miami, a couple $100, bro, just go to Miami on a weekend or something. Just to experience the plane ride. They love hotels and, just a quick little getaway. So hopefully next year we can make something happen like that. So try Rawdogging stuff. Don't just 5 minutes. Give it a shot. Just be like, you know what? I'm going to sit here. Or sometimes I'll do that on my way to work or my way home, depending on like what's going on or how I'm feeling. I just go, all right, let me drive. And I just drive. And it just feels weird for like the silence and the nothing. And you know what I mean? It's just like, we have been programmed. Our brains have been corrupted. It's kind of tough not to go with anything now, but yes. And what was so funny was the first thought I thought when those kids were like, they're trying to spend an hour a day doing nothing, absolutely doing it. I was like, man, I remember my childhood. My dad's not even in the chat right now. Or if he is, he's like, I'm not typing everything. I'm not typing everything into one word. But a lot of the punishments I got were going to spend time in our laundry room. It's this little section of the between we had a big freezer and then our washer and dryer, and there was just like a 3-foot spot by like, you know, the width of the room. So 3 foot by 9 foot. And we called it the spot. So if I got in trouble, a lot of the times before, like, you know, the ass beating or whatever, it'd be like, go to the spot. And, like, depending on how aggressive I was, because, you know, it's like, I see it in my kids now, where it's just like, man, I was just like that, where it'd be like, you know, you punish them, and they go, and you're like, double the punishment, and then you're like, you're like, more punishment. It's like, you can't stop, you know what I mean? Where you're just like, oh, that's how I would be. Like, 30 minutes of the spot, I'd be like, oh, yeah, well, an hour, 2 hours. I'm like, I can't stop it. So I just spent hours in that damn, hours, nothing. There was no electronics, there was nothing to read, nothing. I've been raw dogging life since I was young. That's just how it is. All right. Speaking of the next generation, now this is beyond Gen Z, but Gen Z's starting the trend. Gen Alpha's finishing the trend. They are done with keyboards. They're going away.
Gen Alpha will soon ditch the computer keyboard based on new research. According to the London School of Economics, the next generation of workers will no longer type out emails.
They're not typing nothing.
Instead, they'll use voice notes. A report predicts the technology could be the default mode of communication for businesses by 2028.
As early as 2028. So what's funny is we went from chiseling, right? We would have to chisel in the tablets, and they were like, oh, we got the quill and the paper, and then the ink, and then we're like, no, hang on, man, we got pencils, and we'll write stuff out in cursive, right? And then we're like, okay, well, we'll still write stuff, but we're gonna do it in pen, and we don't need to write in cursive, we can write in normal font. And then we're like, wait, but now we have computers, we can type. And then we're like, well, what do we need to type with a keyboard when you can type with a device? And then the next evolution of that was, why are we writing anything down? Everything should be voice. Like, we went from a physical medium to audio. You know,
do you
it's
think
like
they're talking
right.
about transcribing it, or they're talking about just ditching it all?
What's funny is I think step one is transcribing it. So there's no need to type. I can just talk to text, and it'll text it out, and then me as my eyes, I can read it. You know what I mean? Or on the flip side of that, you can have the AI read it to you. You don't even have to look at it. You could just like, read me this email, and so it could read it. So I think that's step one. And I think step two is, yeah, we probably wouldn't even need the visual of it. We would just have it, you know what I mean? Because we're going to have smart glasses. We're going to have smart earballs, you know, whatever. The audio goes right into our ears. The stuff goes right into our eyes. We won't even need screens. Everything's implanted in our brain. That's how it is. But what's so funny is, like, I do voice notes simply for me with ideas, right? I'll bust out. And what I love about the action button on the iPhone 17 Pro, I just dedicate it to voice memos. So normally, because I use them so often, I have to unlock the phone, then go to my folder, then go to voice memos, then start. And now I just do action button, hold it for a second, and then it's automatically recording. And I go, idea, and whatever. And I'll just talk to myself. And I just, boom, instantly capture ideas like that in the spot. So I use voice memos, but to myself. I don't send anybody else voice memos like, hey, son, how's it going? Like, I'll call them, first of all, with a video chat. And if I can't get a hold of him with video chat, I'll text him. You know what I mean? I'm not voice memoing. But honestly, wouldn't it be nicer to hear the voice, though? It'd be a little, honestly.
I don't know how I feel about that, because, like, yeah, there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
It is nicer. But I'm a really private guy. Like, I don't like to be on the phone in front of people, so I can't imagine it, like, you get a text, let's say it's slightly spicy. Yeah. You're not going to want to be like, let me just say this really spicy thing out loud. So you have to have the option of typing.
I can't tell if my phone is just not getting enough power with this.
No.
iPad. I'm using an iPad brick, to be honest, so I figured it wouldn't be.
Is it that one?
Which one?
Which one's dying?
No, the MacBook. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, not the Mac, the Mini.
Well, duh.
Surprise.
I thought you were talking about your phone.
Oh, no. Phone's doing just fine here.
There you go.
There we go. All right.
Whoo! Saved it.
I didn't even notice it was getting low. I just noticed it wasn't charging. So I'm like, oh, well, that's the next step, is if it's not getting any higher, something's going to override how much it's actually.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't go into low power mode already.
That was close. All right. That's for the talk there. All right, let me actually turn off Wi-Fi because I don't know if it's using it or not. All right. Oh, I saw this. I was seeing a lot of jobs doing this these days, or a lot of the cool jobs when you're a cool hipster job and you got the cool bosses or whatever, and they go, hey, man, we offer unlimited PTO. And you're like, wow, that sounds so cool. This guy has the truth behind unlimited PTO.
Guys, we need something more interesting to get people to want to work here.
We could offer competitive pay?
No, anybody can match salaries.
Unlimited paid time off.
Excuse me?
What if instead of limiting their time off, we remove the limits entirely?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's let the employees take even more days off. That's definitely going to help productivity.
No, the idea of more.
Yeah.
Go on.
If I gave you my debit card and told you could spend up to $20, I bet my life savings you'd spend $19.50 without hesitation.
That's true.
But if I were to tell you in that same scenario you had no limit,
Yeah.
how much would you spend?
I'd probably ask what you think would be reasonable.
Exactly. We give them 25 days a year. They'll take 25.
That's true.
Right.
Give me
We
them.
give them infinity. They'll hesitate. They'll second guess.
They take even less PTO.
They'll work harder, burn out faster. And best of all, we don't have to pay them out for unused vacation days.
A punishment disguised as mercy.
Precisely.
Wow. I said, man, that's right. And I'm looking in the chats and a lot of people are like, yeah, my company has unlimited PTO. And to be honest, we don't use it as much because it's like, what's reasonable? What's okay? And then there's a couple people in the chat who are like, I don't give a fudge. I take 2 weeks off in the summer. I do that. And we talked about this in our company. I don't think there's a limit to the PTO, but it is pre-planned ahead of time. It should be like, all right, look, we need to coordinate. Everybody wants to take a summer vacation. So when are you taking? When am I taking? When are you taking? When's the editor taking? You get what I'm saying? So we got to coordinate this stuff. But as long as we're aware of it, I don't think there's a problem. You know what I mean? We could be like, because in my head, I want 20 days. I think 20 days is reasonable because that gives you like a week off in the first quarter, 2 weeks off in the summertime, because I think a back-to-back like 2 week summer vacation is like necessary. That way you get a big old chunky break. And then another week off in the fall sometime. Fall, winter, or whatever. And that's not counting holidays. We don't work Christmas Eve. Well, unless like I can see like some work happening as like fun work. Like if I just felt like live streaming because I got nothing better to do on Christmas Eve or whatever, that's fine. But like for the most part, like Christmas Eve, to me, that's a holiday. Nobody wants to work on Christmas. We get that. But nobody wants to work on Christmas Eve either.
Basically, the way to look at that is like, yeah, we might do like a live or like a thing, but we're not doing any work on that show. Like if you're joining, you're just joining for what it is. Like, all right.
Same thing. I would say other pseudo holidays that would be paid holidays would be Black Friday. Nobody wants to work on Black Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. First of all, even if you weren't shopping, it's the day after Thanksgiving. You probably need some rest from running around, going to somebody else's house. I know I usually do. So I'm like, that's one. And then New Year's Eve. Yeah, we get New Year's Day. Got it. But New Year's Eve, to me, is the same thing, unless there's like some big party thing or whatever. But I think that's where we'd throw a party. We'd have a New Year's Eve party. It would be fun, not work. Something like that. So all the pseudo holidays, we'd get them off too. So it would honestly work out to be like probably about holidays probably be like, honestly, it's turned out to be like 7 weeks off. 7 weeks off. If you think about it, there's like 10, there's like 8. Well, I know we get 6 holidays at my work, so there's 6 core holidays, and let's add another 6 pseudo holidays. So 12 plus 20, 32. So yeah, man, I'm giving like 7 weeks off. It's pseudo unlimited, but the idea is there. I get it. Because honestly, I know I want to take the time, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Like, I know I want some vacation, so I'll give it to the people too. Now, speaking of people that work in an office environment, this is a typical debate between two sets of hardworking people in their own mind, but it's just funny to hear them argue. So this is blue collar versus white collar.
Here we fucking go. Let me guess, you had a fucking tough day in the AC, didn't you? You poor fucking thing.
No, I actually had 6 back-to-back meetings, pitched a client that ended up ghosting, and had to fire somebody over Zoom. Yeah, I had a real good day, buddy. Meetings? You mean walking around in a circle with other clowns that don't do fucking shit? That ain't fucking work. That's adult show and tell, you fucking dumbass. Yeah, try leading the team of some of the best salespeople in the world and then end up having your report shredded up by a VP. It's a mental war zone in here, buddy. I lead a fucking crew. There's a big difference. If your guy sends the wrong PDF file, it's a fucking minor hiccup. My guy slips on site, we're calling the fucking ambulance and planning his funeral because we're the real backbone of fucking society, you pussy. Yeah, well, I built my career off a degree, discipline, and network. You built yours off a wrench and a bad back, you bitch. Oh, you went to college? Yeah, 4 years of fucking frat parties just to grow up so you could say dumb shit like, let's circle back. Meanwhile, I was fucking 19 running a Bobcat with broken fingers, you fucking bitch. Well, at least I get to shower at my house. You shower at a shitty truck stop and hope your boots don't leak when you walk outside in the rain. Some life, buddy. Yeah, I'd rather shower with fucking rust water than fucking live like a lab rat, you stupid bitch. Your soul feel full after a day's work or just your fucking inbox, you fucking bitch? Bro, do you think swinging a hammer makes you a fucking king? Like, bro, you're not building Rome, you're patching fucking drywall. Get out of here, bro. No, I'm fucking building a life for me and my fucking family. And guess what? I get laid off, I got skills to go do another job. You get laid off, you better learn how to fucking weld real quick. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go take a fucking shower where the water pressure ain't shit, you bitch. You go do that, buddy. And make sure your wife cooks you dinner too. I'd hate to see what you do to her if you don't get your fucking way.
Oh, no. Oh no. Oh, the old blue collar versus white collar. You know, everybody's stressed out about work. I don't think there's, if you're doing work for someone else, because if you work for yourself, you have different stresses. But if you're working for somebody else, you always have pressure, stress, all this stuff that affects you. It's just blue collar. He's like, man, we're working with our hands. We got to get down and dirty. You know, if somebody slips, they might die. And then the white collar guy's like, but there's mental pressure too. Obviously, nobody's slipping and dying, but yeah, everybody has.
I mean, you got the white collar part of the blue collar world. You know, like, yeah. Well, who do you think's really like? Oh, yeah, you're gonna feel real bad about it, and we're gonna plan his funeral. No, you're not.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta dig that boy. I gotta dig him up. Very nice. So, respect to both of them. They're building America. If you got a job, you're doing well. I mean, unless you don't have a job against your own will because you're disabled, whatever. PC, cover it up with the PC. All right. Here we go. Little Caesars opens first of its kind restaurant in Illinois. And I was thinking, is it Danville? But it's not. It's not Danville.
Where is it?
This is in, let's see here. No, it'll say here in a second. Rockford. It's in Rockford. Basically, they're like, bro, we're done with employees at the front. It's self-serve or mobile order pickup only. So there are no cashiers. You come up, beep, 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 I want a pizza and a bread. Now, first of all, there are places where this will not work. Okay, I'm sorry, you can't just self-serve, and then they'll come over to the counter and they'll beep it with the scan. No, bro. No, they're gonna be like, self-serve. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Right. Not only did you lose your food, you also lost whatever equipment you wanted to ring it up with.
Yeah. So that's why they're like, well, let's try it in a deep suburb in Illinois here. But basically, they're just saying, look, what happens if we just had everybody do it themselves? And it makes sense for the mobile order pickup because at least with those, they're behind. I mean, they could just bust them right open. That's what people, once they discover, I don't want to be the man to put it out there, but once you discover you can just open up those lids, I think, is this locked in there? They're plastic gears. They made them plastic on purpose so that way they would break the gear versus break the motor in case somebody was stupid enough to just open them. But regardless of that, it's a little bit harder to get the pizza out of that thing versus, they'll just grab it out of the crest core and scan it themselves.
You know what's the funniest part about what you just said with the people ripping the thing open? Yeah. They don't have to. I am calling you out, Little Caesars, on this one, where you shouldn't be able to just walk up to the counter, say one of the names that's listed on the
Jeff.
front,
There we go.
And then have the person go, all right, Jeff.
Well, that's Jeff. He said it.
He said he's Jeff.
What you're supposed to do, though, is because it says Jeff H.
Yeah.
And you're like, H what? And they're like, Henry? And then you're supposed to go, no, dude. All right, get out of here. Because if you don't know your own last name, but leave me.
That's what's supposed to happen. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, for Mary. And then they're like, Oh,
said Mary.
it's right here.
She said Mary. She said Mary.
You just hope it's not anchovy and you're good.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing that, first of all.
So they're calling it the mobile order pickup zone. And then for walk-in customers, hot and ready self-serve stations will make pre-made favorites like classic pizzas, crazy bread, and more. While paying customers can scan their items and pay at a self-checkout, enjoying a seamless and contactless experience faster than ever before. Wow. And according to the release, the grand opening would take place in the restaurant from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then the restaurant is open Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. So normal hours. So we're going to see how that goes. I can't wait till they bring that to Detroit, though. Bring it to Detroit. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. Will the people prove us right or wrong? Will they? We're going to see.
They can afford one getting ransacked.
Yeah, we can afford one. Let's see here. And then this guy went viral. And it's so funny how sometimes it's not even you. Like, you don't do something to make you go viral. Somebody else does something that you're involved in, and that somehow makes you the viral thing. So let's take a look at this, because this has been blowing up all over social media, and every single company out there is jumping on this trend. Check this out. This guy is sitting at a Jonas Brothers concert, and he's reviewing this guy's resume called Scott Kelly. And so this girl posted this video. This is it. It's a 7-second video. It says, Scott Kelly, your resume is being reviewed at a Jonas Brothers concert tonight. Good luck. And this video has like hundreds of millions of views. Hundreds of millions of views, right? And so in the comments, it's all of the various companies and stuff like that. Even the Jonas Brothers said, Scott Kelly's work ethic and critical thinking inspired me to write the line Red Dress. Class Dojo. Scott Kelly got 1 million dojo points in class one time. Buffalo Wild Wings. Scott Kelly taught me everything I know. Verbo. Scott Kelly built my house. Hire him. Fruit of the Loom. We're supporting Scott Kelly from the first layer up. Old Navy. Scott Kelly always dresses professionally. Highly recommend it. You could see this. Duracell. Sonic Drive-In. Kleenex. Butterfinger. Kia. Everybody. Everybody's like, Scott Kelly is the man. Hire him. Hire him. Because it's just once that started getting going. So I'm like, oh man, that guy has to be like, oh man, I mean, this is a positive. This is a positive thing. So then there was a follow-up. Here's the follow-up, so that way you guys get his side of the story. And this is Scott Kelly for you.
If you're at a Jonas Brothers concert, your eyes should be focused on, well, the Jonas Brothers.
Well, you should.
This concert goer's attention drifted to his phone. He's looking at some random dude's resume.
Looks like a really full resume, too.
No big deal.
Right.
Well, another fan sitting nearby took notice and recorded video. Notice the name at the top of the resume.
Scott
Kelly. Jen Wilson posted the video to TikTok. Scott Kelly, your resume was being reviewed at a Jonas Brothers concert tonight. Good luck.
What did you think as this concert was going on and this guy was looking at a resume?
That he'd rather be anywhere else.
Brandon Beeran was the guy who was checking out the resume.
You went to a Jonas Brothers concert with your wife, and instead of watching the Jonas Brothers, you pulled out your phone and started looking at a resume?
I got Scott's resume emailed over me from one of my recruiters. Took a couple of minutes to look at the resume, and the rest is history.
The video of the resume blew up on TikTok.
He's like, I can't even look at a resume no more?
51 million people have seen it already. So, who's Scott Kelly? Here he is.
I had a buddy of mine text me, hey, dude, you're going famous on TikTok. I'm like, I don't even have a TikTok.
He doesn't even have a TikTok.
So I finally downloaded TikTok, went and watched the original video, and went, oh, yeah, that's me.
And the offers for jobs are pouring in, even though he's currently employed as a manager at a communications company in Buffalo, New York. He also has a podcast called At the Water's Edge.
Actually, I've had so many messages coming through so rapidly. I have not been able to keep up with any of them.
Everyone, please welcome Scott Kelly.
He's even on Jimmy Fallon.
The Jonas Brothers on The Tonight Show.
Can I give you a hug?
Insane. It wasn't even him. It was some guy looking at his resume, and now obviously he's making money, because guaranteed the company that hired him was like, oh, bro, every company.
Yeah, you have
every single company's like, bro, I'll take Scott Kelly. I don't even know what he does, bro. So they're like, we got to pay him. We got to pay him. What do you want? What do you want? Scott, what do you want? And he's like, I want to be a manager. And I want a double-digit raise. And they're like, fine, you got it, bro. Because I guarantee every other company's like, what do you want? Scott, the same thing. What do you want? I'll take it. Because just paying him let's say, even if they're like, what do you want? And he's like, 200,000. They're like, done. If a company did this right, they can get $200,000 in exposure. Like no big deal. Like, oh, we hired Scott Kelly. Like, even if it was just one big old blast for the next couple days, they can get the exposure. They make the money back, bro. They're like, we're good.
What was the dude's name from Subway?
Jared. Before he did bad stuff.
Before he did bad stuff. Well, I don't know. This guy could do bad stuff.
This guy looks like a fine, upstanding citizen. Fine, upstanding young man.
Scott Kelly.
Yeah, I saw another video of him. He was on an interview with, like, the Today Show or something. And he's like, and everybody was commenting, like, this guy's like a natural TV speaker. Like, he was like, it's nothing to him. And I was like, man. He was just right place, right time. Right, we were talking about riding the wave. When you get the wave, it's time to ride it. And so, of course, he's like, and I do a podcast, blah, blah, blah. So he's shouting out his podcast. I'm like, oh, man, we need to get it.
He didn't do a podcast.
We got to get that wave. We got to get that wave. But it's like, once you get the wave, what do you do with it? Hopefully we can ride it out.
We're just going to have to start sending our resumes out all over the place and just hope that somebody...
They're like, oh, backstage with Alan J. Those guys are nuts.
They're going to read the resume at a Megadeth concert, the last one or something.
So that's it for the pregame. We're about to move to Insano World. I just want to give an update of our TikTok. I've been clicking on it. So TikTok is, YouTube's kind of similar, but it's a little bit harder to just mash the emojis over here. On TikTok, you just double click the screen and it's like. And so if you just keep double clicking the screen, it's like. Just me. I have over 1,000 likes on TikTok from my other account, the Epic D guy. I'm like, while we're just talking, I'm just tapping. 1,100 likes, people. This is easy. This is easy. We're already at 1,100 likes. This is Tam. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And we've had people like coming and going throughout this whole time, like on TikTok. So this is really cool. I really appreciate the TikTok. So now it's like, if you want to watch us on TikTok, go ahead. It's a little different though. You'll see, but I think it's still a cool experience. Let's head over to Insano World. Jam-packed. Very nice. All right. There's so much crazy stuff that's happened over the last couple weeks here. We're going to get right into this first one before it gets into anything serious. This is a positive note. Let's start a little positive, and then we're just going to get to how crazy this place is. But did you know, Jason, Detroit now has the largest American flag in the country? 12,000 square feet.
It's a big...
Over that new building they just put in downtown Detroit.
Big flag.
The biggest flag in the entire country. Right here in Detroit, Michigan. USA. USA. Because that's how we roll
until the wind blows
in the D.
Rips the side of the building
until
off.
They steal it. All right. Who's they? All right. This is the big story. I'm sure most of you guys have either not heard this or you've nonstop heard nothing but this, but I feel like that's it. There's the divide. It's like it's either been blasting everywhere or you haven't heard it because it's been everywhere. Let's just take a look. I'll let this guy explain it first.
So what the hell is going on between Trump and Bill Clinton, and why is it suddenly all over your feed? Let me attempt to explain because it is quite a doozy, and at the end I'll give you my take on what this really all means. It all stems from this email thread as part of the trove of new Epstein emails that were released recently. It's a conversation between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother Mark Epstein. And it starts like this. Mark Epstein asks his brother, "How are you doing? What is your boy Donald up to now?" referring to Donald Trump. Epstein replies, "All good. Bannon," referring to Steve Bannon, Trump's longtime advisor, "with me." And this is where things get bizarre. Mark asks his brother, ask him, Bannon, if Putin has any photos of Donald Trump blowing Bubba. Bubba was Bill Clinton's Secret Service name. Mark then says, "You and your boy Donnie," again referring to Trump as your boy to Epstein, "can make a remake of the movie Get Hard," which is a movie with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart where they are in prison together. And Jeffrey Epstein responds to his brother by saying, "You mean Donnie T," which I guess was Jeffrey Epstein's nickname for Trump. And
we're trying to make it very clear. We're talking about Donald Trump here.
"I'd rather be in Donnie
This
D's
is how we talk in our
shoes."
communication.
To recap that email thread, Mark Epstein asks his brother how his boy Donald Trump is doing, and then asks if Putin has any photos of Donald Trump blowing Bill Clinton.
Blowing.
Epstein responds with a nickname of Donald Trump, Donnie T, and they start making jokes about Jeffrey Epstein and Trump being in prison together. Look, the veracity of Mark Epstein's implication that Putin had, these images of Trump doing certain acts to Bill Clinton, I'm not so sure. But here is certainly what is more telling and more relevant. Donald Trump was referred to as Epstein's boy. He had a nickname for him. Donald Trump and Epstein had a very close relationship. And as if you recall and remember, Donald Trump, for months and years, has said he had no relationship with Epstein.
I never even heard about the guy.
He wasn't in the Epstein Files, and here he is in these emails being referred to as
Epstein's boy. So basically, what they're saying is, in these email chains, that Putin has pictures of Donald Trump giving mouth jobs to Bill Clinton. This is insane, right? You're like, well, this is crazy. What is this? Some crazy backwoods TikTok crap? This is from the files that the Congress has pulled that they've authorized, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of nuts. Is there any response to this, Donald? What do you got to say? And this is what he had to say.
I'm blowing out my left arm. Now I'm going to blow out my right arm, and I'm blowing out my damn throat, too.
He's been blowing out his throat this whole time. Oh, my goodness. Is this not Insano World that this is even a thing? And so I'm like, okay, this is like, I don't know. It sounds so crazy, like almost too crazy to be true. You know what I mean? Like just way too nuts, way too nuts. There was a little video clip I saw, but I couldn't find it in time, where Donald Trump, he's like standing next to Bill Clinton and he's patting down Bill Clinton's crotch. He's like, hey, Bill, what's going on, or whatever. At his crotch, though, not like, at his belly. Hey, Bill, how's it going? He's at his crotch. Hey, Bill, what's going on there? Patting him down. So they're like, oh, I don't know about you, but
nobody noticed that, like, when it happened.
Well, they're just thinking, oh, Donald's a madman. He's wild. He's just wild, patting down crotches. I mean, he said he grabs him by the P word.
Yeah, I guess.
Both P words. He's like, I'm saying man and women. Is that one way? He's like, I'm to every man and woman. I'm kissing every man and woman. Donald was by this whole time.
Who knew?
We never knew. Isn't that crazy? That's absolutely bonkers. So then the latest update I saw right before I went on live, because I was just checking out as I was scrolling through, Epstein's brother is saying, he's coming out now, and he's like, I know I have a source that's saying, because the latest, did I put this on here? I think I did. Oh, yeah. So Donald Trump's like, at this point, after this came out, he's like, all right, release him. Release I don't even give a shit no more. Release the Epstein files. That's what he's saying now. So they just voted the Senate. So he said, release the files. The Senate took a vote, and they, I would say unanimously, I think there was one person that voted against it. 427 people voted to release them. One person did not. So they're going to send it to his desk, and he says, when they send it to my desk, I'm going to sign it. So they're going to release the files, and so everybody can go through them. Because I think he saw these. He's like, oh, no, this is horse shit, bro. Just get the file. If this is what they're trying to leak out, bro, you might as well. Everybody's going down with me. Everyone, I'm not going down by myself. Are you kidding me? If you're going to get me on Bill Clinton implode, you're all going down. Everybody, let's just wrap it up here. I think that's what he's doing now. He's like,
think that he wouldn't try to, like, Fugazi that.
Well, that's what Jeffrey Epstein's brother, just came out and said. He said, I know I have a source that's saying that the Republicans are scrubbing the name of any Republicans from the files before they get them released. So I'm thinking, okay, this is a pretty bold claim. He's basically saying evidence tampering, which is obviously completely illegal. It'd just be like, okay, well, it's not... It would seem semi-obvious, you know what I mean? Like, especially with these things, we're talking email threads, email chains, timestamp things, to be like, oh, wow, we got every single email for every single minute of all the day. 3 hours missing. And then all these, that's weird, because you wouldn't just be like, oh, we got to scrub where it says, John Kelly or whatever.
Right.
They'd be like, yeah, unredact that, dude. The FBI would be like, yeah, we can go underneath it. They can hack your phone from you sitting here, bro. You don't think they can unredact something? Like, it's just, oh, we can't get behind the black bar.
Yeah, but would they?
I'm saying, well, you're saying because is the FBI controlled in a certain way? But see, this is the thing. It's only for whoever's there now. So unless they're going to, and this is the thing about data. Data really never gets wiped. Even if you wipe your hard drive, you're thinking, oh, I got some crazy shit on there. I'm going to wipe my hard drive. Wiping your hard drive, the data's still on there. It's just pushed down. You push it down another layer, and then there's ways to like push it down 10 layers, 20 layers. The only way to truly get rid of the data is like burn it. You know, like you need to make this ash. That's what you need to do. But then when we see files getting burned, we'd be like, that's kind of weird. So I don't know. It seems like there's a whole lot of hoopla going on.
Not only that, there are probably copies.
Yeah, copy. And you know, whoever... I feel like there's people, everybody thinks, oh, well, the whole government's on Donald Trump's side. That's not true. The whole government's never been on Donald Trump's side. The first time he got elected, there was a lot of people, even on the Republican side, were like, bro, I'm not with this guy. I'm part of the deep state. You know what I mean? Like, we did not want this guy elected because he's a wild horse. We like the nice and proper, they say the right things because we told him to, versus this guy's wild. They call him a bull in a china shop. They're like, we don't know what he's going to do. He's going to smash all the plates. So you know there's those like actors out there. They would say good actors, but you know Donald would say bad actors or whatever. But they're like, bro, we gotta make backups of these things because the Republicans are gonna start. They're gonna start wiping names, start wiping files. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's part of the checks and balances of what we were talking about earlier about where there is a normal balance to things. Because if you think everybody's for one thing, there's not true. Even if it's just one person, like the Snowden dude. Where it's like, he's like, oh, bro, the CIA's doing all sorts of crazy shit. I got to let people know. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't take a whole plethora, 100 people banding together. It takes one. It really, that's why they call it a whistleblower. He's like, hello, something bad going on here. So we're going to see what comes out of this. This was just approved, like right before today, 3 o'clock today is when this bill got approved. So we're going to see him sign it tomorrow, I would assume. And then over the course of the next week here, look out for tons of stuff to come out.
Look out. I just want to say, please to God, people, just because it's called the Epstein Files doesn't mean your eyes are seeing the, like, be realistic. Like, I'm not saying that's not real or any specific thing that obviously I can't be talking about because it's not happened yet.
Yeah.
It's entertainment at this point. Like, it's not even like, oh, he probably did give a sloppy toppy to what's his face. Man, that sounds too ridiculous.
It sounds so ridiculous, but I think this is why, you know, Epstein was such a powerful. What's so funny is my kids were like, who's Jeffrey Epstein? I was like, he was this guy that, like, he was friends with a lot of, like, high influence people in government, political, business, blah, blah, blah. They're like, who was he? I was like, I'll be honest, I have no idea what this guy did. What did this guy...
What did
he do? What was he doing?
There was a whole thing
He's a businessman? He's a
businessman.
And he made his money doing...
I think they said at first really normal stuff. But he just kind of weaseled his way up there.
You think it probably started with the first blackmail. Like, he's like, you know, oh, man, you know, when you're just a little small, you know, what do they call single-digit millionaire, you're like, you're nothing to the elites. But, you know, he got to like 50 million. Then he got a party with, you know, P. Diddy. And then he's like, oh, I got Diddy doing something. So then Diddy's like, bro, you better not tell me, but I'll hook you up with this guy named Blank. And then he just keeps blackmailing all the way to the top.
Well, I mean, that was a big part of it, but there was also like a whole human trafficking thing that happened with him and his girlfriend who, like...
But he was doing it for people. You know what I mean? That was the whole background where it's like...
He was just doing it, but like a lot of the people were like... Oh,
bro, I'll take one of those.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, he was like in cahoots with other people. They're like, bro... How do I get to the island?
It was like, you know, something weird about rich people is like wanting things.
Yeah.
And they tell the stories all the time about like, you know, I hunt the rarest game and like.
I only shoot elephants in Africa. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, after a certain point, I imagine.
Shot too many elephants. What's the next thing?
Yeah, it's just not.
Bobcats.
It's not cool anymore. So like then they get into this whole like. Oh, I'm in the buying humans territory of money.
Nobody said we can own a human. Interesting.
Yeah, so it gets real dark real quick.
So I don't know. We're just going to see how, hopefully we get to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. I don't really care one way or another who gets gutted because, you know, the bad should get gutted. I mean, like, it doesn't matter left or right, this guy, that guy. They're saying there's royalty on his list. They're saying it's all sort, like, his network is widespread worldwide.
So wide.
Take him out.
I'm pretty sure nobody's going to get taken out.
That's the problem is, like, it's such a wide net that they're all, and they're supposed to be the most powerful people in the world, the elites of the elites, that, you know, they're going to do everything in their power if they haven't already to make sure they don't get in trouble, bro. I think that's why Donald's like, bro, I am not going. If this is true, he's thinking, I'm not going by I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care who I'm going to take out. Somebody is going down with me. Because he's like, you know, I'm not the only person that blew Bill Clinton. You know, I'm not the only one. He's like thinking, like, Jimmy, you were there too.
Yeah, you did it twice.
You did it first. You told me. So we're going to see how that goes. Look out for it. We'll get you the update next week. And then this is happening in Mexico. They're saying, I'm going to show you the footage. They're saying it's this large Gen Z, I put it in quotes, Gen Z protests, massive happening in Mexico right now. People are going nuts over in Mexico City. Take a look.
This is the first Gen Z major march in Mexico. Thousands of people have taken to the streets protesting government corruption and also demanding justice for the killing of Carlos Manso, a mayor of Uruapan.
Just look at the crowd and then remember Gen Z.
Mexico. He was killed in broad daylight during a Day of the Dead celebration on November 1st. And protesters
just look at the crowd, everybody.
In Mexico City, and then they walked
Gen Z.
Main Avenue toward the National Palace. What we've seen here is the anger of young people frustrated about
young people are frustrated.
The country.
Like, we need somebody like relatively young. You. That's the plant. Everybody look at him. She's like, I'm sort of Gen Z, you know, brown don't round.
The government has dismissed this protest, saying or arguing that behind it are far-right groups.
So anyway, I've seen like hundreds of these posts and like Gen Z protests, Gen Z, young people, and I'm looking at all the footage and I'm like, these people are old.
That guy has arthritis.
Old. Either my age or older. We're millennials, but they're specifically saying Gen Z. They're supposed to be saying like early 20s is Gen Z.
I think they got confused and they were, this looks like the type of people who would be protesting Gen Z.
Yes, and that's what's like, crazy. It's like it has to be a coordination because it's every news, everything. They're all like, they didn't just say crazy protests, anti-government protests in Mexico. Everyone says Gen Z protests in Mexico. Young people are furious. These young voters are coming. And that's how they're all talking. And it doesn't matter what news. They're all different sources, and they all say the same thing. And I'm thinking, why? Why couldn't they just say, hey, anti-government? They're talking about government corruption. They don't like it no more. But they're trying to make it a certain way. But, like, you could just look into the crowd and go, that ain't Gen Z, bro.
Nobody has done that.
Is that weird? Like, why?
Look at how big that is. And, like, how nobody looked at that.
Yeah.
They just went,
yeah,
that's Gen Z out there protesting.
Hey, I heard Gen Z. Oh, what is Gen Z?
They're young, fresh hearts out.
Yeah, I think Gen Z is the new Gen X, where it's like, who? What are you talking about? Like, I think that was kind of the meme for a while. Was like Gen Xers were like the
or Zennials.
Who is it? Who are Gen X? And it's supposed to be the people behind us. So like late 60s, 70s, that generation. But it's like, oh, okay. And then you get to 80s, and then the 80s and 90s, those are millennials. And then the 2000s and 2010s, those are supposed to be Gen Z. And now the little kids, those are Gen Alpha. So I just feel like the Gen Zs are just kind of mixed into everything. Gen Z or whatever. So clearly there's some sort of like hoopla going, a coup that they're trying to do in Mexico. And they're like, but the young people are doing it and it's totally not us. It's like, that's just weird. I don't know about that.
Maybe it is young people and they're just like, they brought their grandparents.
But I was going to say, but the ratio is so bad. But, you know, maybe they're like, hey, we got to bring, if it's me and I got to bring my parents and my 4 grandparents and my uncles and my aunts. So then it's 1 young person to 6 old people ratio.
That's what it is.
That's what you're thinking.
I'm thinking the old people are just going like,
Yeah.
Why are we here? You promised me tapioca.
The government. Grandpa, you remember the government.
Yeah, I told you. You had to support me.
Just hold the flag. So
tirade.
what's so funny is like, but man, they're just going so, like, if you look into the videos again and you see the flags, there's like meme flags, but you look at who's holding it. And maybe you're right. Maybe it's just somebody's like, Grandpa, hold this. And it's like the One Piece flag. Like, oh, yeah, Gen Z, One Piece. See, we're kids. But it's Grandpa. You know, it's like, what do you... I don't understand.
Maybe we got to go out there.
Why can't anybody be real no more?
Just get out the larks and start asking questions.
Yeah. My dad says trying to diminish the protests, just a bunch of dumbass kids. I guess. I feel like it's the reverse, though. They're somehow trying to give it power because they're like, it's the youth. Because it's the news. It's the mainstream media. So, the mainstream media is trying to go with what is the back narrative like the Illuminati would want you to have. So you know what I mean? Like, to dismiss it, they would be like, these are all a bunch of dumbass kids, but they're trying to make it sound powerful. It's the youth of the nation. They're taking over Mexico. We should stand behind them. It's like, why can't you just say it's a big-ass protest, bro?
Nobody likes doing that.
Yeah, they don't want that. They're like, kids, they're like my dad said, dumbass kids. These dumbass kids are always doing stupid stuff. This is insane because, we've talked about genetic, what do they call it, modifications and stuff like that. There's always been little trinkles of whatever, but now with the latest updates, they can do a little bit more. And so watch this video of how intricate the data can get for people that are trying to have a child that can't have it just naturally by like doing each other, and instead they got to go to the doctors. Well, because of that, they actually get to look at some data and pick out some traits. It's like they're genetically shopping. Take a look.
We'll go over your embryo results.
All right. What we've been waiting for.
Parasite charges $50,000 for this
My goodness.
work,
that girl
but gave the
and,
Fritzes half off
Scott
for
Kelly.
agreeing to share information about their future kids. It's still their biggest purchase yet.
Oh
as
my goodness,
newlyweds.
it does look like
But
them.
they're doing this because Victoria has type 1
$50,000.
diabetes.
Illuminati.
Is afraid of giving
she's
it to
like,
her
bro,
kids.
we can't
so the
give
first
these
thing
kids
she wanted
diabetes.
to know was each
Ruins
embryo's
their lives.
risk.
Lowest risk embryo.
So look at this.
For type
These
1
are each
diabetes
embryo.
Is basically just below 0.2%, and then the highest risk one is 12.1%.
The report,
that is the percentage
filled with
of each
line
embryo's
graphs and
chance
bar
of getting
charts, gives
for that one
polygenic
diabetes.
risk scores
But
for
look, you can see
18 health
cancer,
conditions,
asthma.
then adds up the numbers and estimates the impact on how long each possible person would live.
Average
From the lowest
lifespan.
scoring embryo, there's almost a 3-year difference.
If that was all Parasite did, it would still be
Isn't that
controversial.
insane?
But they're offering much more, including the projected height of each potential child.
Yeah, so your embryos
If it's a
have
male, you
quite
can't
a bit
go
of
below 6
distribution.
foot.
And believe
Can't
it or
go over
not,
6 foot.
their
Can't go
expected
below 6 foot.
IQ.
Oh, yeah.
The one
Well, that's what
that
they're saying.
has
They're like, well, I don't want a
highest
dumbass
prediction
kid.
for
Give me the one with a high IQ.
Is
But what if it's the
21
shortest one?
more than the one with
That's
the
why they would
lowest.
see all the data and they would
You
get
gotta
like the.
pick a middle ground child.
They would see like, okay, well, all right, this embryo had the lowest risk of health problems, or maybe these 3 had the lowest risk of health problems. Okay, out of those 3, which one was the tallest? All right, this one. Oh, but the one that was just like 2 inches shorter, he's actually like 10 points smarter.
He's way smarter and.
I'll take the
But what if
points.
he's more likely to get diabetes?
And I think that's where the balance is. But I think it's like you're they're literally doing a real life like character selection screen where they're adding the stats.
They're
and they're
playing The Sims.
They're like, oh shoot, I add intelligence, it takes away from dexterity. So it's like, this is kind of nuts though. This is supposed to be that, the randomness shot, like you just do it and then you have a kid and you're like, oh, I love this thing, and oh man, it has diabetes. Damn it, oh man, this sucks.
Dang it, throw it
Now
out.
they're like, bro, we don't want that. But while we're in here getting the testing, can you tell me how long these things are going to live? Let me get that one that lasts 3 more years. I want that one. They're like, oh, 3 more years, but he's only 5 foot 11 inches. All right, how about the one that's 2 years longer than the average, but he's 6 foot even? All right, that's cool. But his IQ is only going to be 110. 110's manageable. You get what I'm saying? It's just a whole list of just compromises so you can have the best possible kid. Is that Is that hopeful or dystopian?
So
what do you
They're like, okay, yeah, diabetes, asthma, blah, 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 blah. But what I didn't see not one of them that was like, it's only going to have 4 fingers.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they can see like certain things, but they can't see everything. They're not like, oh, bro, here's every possible disease.
It's like,
genetic
this
trait.
is the perfect human being, but it's got Down syndrome.
Yeah, well, they could definitely tell that. They could definitely tell, like, oh, bro, this one's messed up. You can't go with that. I think they just reject those they're like, bro, you don't even want to see these. They got Down syndrome. But these 7 are not downed. These are normals, right? I don't even know if we can say any of this. And they're like, not normal.
TikTok's like,
what do you mean I'm not normal? That's how it is. I didn't make the rules.
I'm retarded.
I didn't say anybody was. That's just how it is. I don't know. It sounds pretty dystopian. I feel like you should just do it. Get the kid and you go, man, I like that kid. I like that kid. That's my son. That's what I think all the time. That's my son.
You just got to take a D20 and roll it.
Roll the dice, man. If he gets diabetes, he's not going to do anything different. He's just going to shoot up. I mean, look, he's sitting over here.
Just take
you think he lives his life any different? He just shoots up and he drinks Diet Coke. There's the balance.
Ta-da.
Easy peasy. See how happy he is? He's living a normal life. You would have just killed him. You would have like, as a baby, he's getting diabetes. No, off that boy. Like, he's living a normal life over here.
Yeah.
My goodness. All right. This is dystopian. It sounds hopeful. I'll do this for you people, but I feel like the vast majority of people are go, this is insane. But let's take a look.
He's getting bigger.
New app lets you speak with your deceased loved ones.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time, there was a
Grandma?
baby unicorn. Was school today?
It was really fun.
Look who's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, congratulations.
Mom, I just need a quick video.
Is this like an audition or something?
No, Mom. Just 3 minutes.
You need my best side?
So it's an app that we've talked about this before. Like, well, wouldn't all they need to do is like you just feed it a lot of information about yourself, and then eventually you could make an AI that's just kind of based on what you would do, and then usually the more data you put in, this is supposed to be just blanket statement. Let me take a 360 hologram of you. You say a bunch of stuff. And then that way it has your voice, it has your likeness. It's not necessarily your brain, so it's not how you would act or think, but it's an AI with you as the wrapper. You are the covering of an AI.
You're the skin.
You are the skin for the AI meat and bones. So that way it could be like, oh, grandma's been gone for like 20 years, but hey, grandma, look at my son. And then she's like, wow, that's a good boy. Johnny looks like a good boy here. Grandma's gone. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is just, it's AI with a grandma skin. So that when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is so creepy. I wouldn't do this with anybody else. But I thought I would do this. For me, like, I personally wouldn't mind being the AI for you guys. So, like, I'll get it. I'll upload everything of me so that way you guys can have a version of me.
It's going to be like Sora where you can unlock your cameo for other people.
Yeah. If my AI ain't bitching you out, you know it ain't me. That's what I'm saying. I think we will see that in the near future. This is level 1 where it's like, well, just, take a video, get a 360, get your voice so it can speak just like you, but it doesn't have your brain. The next level is you basically download a companion, an AI companion that you use every day. Use it every day in your normal, like how we use AI right now. We try to use it as much as we can, but in the future, you'll have to because it's going to be baked in everything. And it'll learn directly from you how you think, how you talk, your feelings, your emotions, how you act. It'll learn all about you, and then it'll essentially make an AI copy of you.
Yeah, well, that's what they're going to do is like start assigning these to you at birth, and then everything you do, it's been compiling you data since you were born.
Since you've been compiling you data.
Yeah, so
it's basically just like you.
It's
like
an exact copy in every way.
Do you think it gets the trauma too? Like when you get beat?
I think it acts like it does.
When you get beat, it's like, oh, Johnny's crying. That makes me sad. It's like it's AI.
It's
so
probably
like,
more like, ooh, that sucked. I'd probably be a little sad. Ooh.
Sad face on the AI.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I'll try to find that app. I'm gonna get it started. So just in case anything happens to me, you guys can be like, hey Albert, check it out. I went to Europe again. I got these new photos. I'm like, that's so cool, Jason. Wow, what a great photo. They were like, yeah, that's awesome. That's just like him. This sounded really cool. Some people are going to be like, that sounds insane. I think it actually sounds better than what we got going on. This is a proposal that just went to Congress. Take a listen.
New bill in Congress to replace the federal income tax with a 30% national sales tax. The bill is H.R. 25, the fair tax. It was introduced by Congressman Earl Carter. The bill would eliminate all federal income taxes and instead institute a 30% national sales tax. Bill is 132 pages long.
Sound good to me.
So the politicians, they actually spent a lot of time on this. And sadly, I ended up going through all 132 pages.
Sadly, I spent my time on this.
The bill wants to get rid of all federal taxes related to income.
All federal.
That means no more federal taxes for the IRS. Payroll taxes would be gone. Social Security taxes would be gone. Medicare taxes would be gone.
Boom.
Instead, the federal government would get their money from a 30% national sales tax. This would
That's it. And I know at first you're like, 30% federal sale. You pay more than that now, unless you're like so poor that you get all your money back in taxes, which is like, honestly, it's a vast chunk of America that doesn't pay any taxes. They think they do because it gets taken out of their paycheck, but then they get it all back at tax refund day. You didn't pay anything into the government. You just you let the government borrow it for a little bit, and then they're like, you can have it back. But over a certain threshold, I think it's like 20,000, you start being a net, you start putting in.
Yeah.
Under 20,000, you are not paying anything to the government. They're paying.
It doesn't count if you're like, oh, I make 25,000 in assistance. Yeah, you don't count either because you're.
Yeah. So I think the most, the average wage in America, I think it's like 50,000 and above, right? I think it's 50 to 70,000 is like the average income for a single, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Those people pay 20%, or I think it's either 20 or 22% federal tax. That's just the federal tax, though. Everybody that works, you pay 7.5% for your Social Security tax, and your employer pays the other 7.5% for that Social Security tax. So you don't get that taken out of you, but your employer has to pay for whatever 7.5% is of your wage. They have to give that to the government for each one of their employees. So you're paying 7.5%, you're probably paying 20, 22, and then you're paying another, 3% for Medicaid, Medicare, something like that. You're paying 30% right now if you're just an average American. If you're more than that, as you get to 70, 80, 90, 100, whatever, you're paying 25, 28% just in federal, plus the 7.5%, plus the 3.5%. So you would actually either be paying the same or less with this new system, but think about it. It's a sales tax. You only got to pay it when you buy stuff. So you would just regulate your spending, and then you wouldn't need it as much. And it's a sales tax. So it's not like, oh, well, I get taxed when I pay my electricity bill. That's not a sale. You don't get sales tax on your electricity bill. So you got to think most of your expenses, rent, utilities, car insurance, stuff like that, that's not taxed. That's not sales tax. They're talking about when you go to buy stuff.
Yeah, services are separate.
Services and stuff. And I think this would probably hit, I think right now groceries aren't taxed in a certain way, right? Or something like certain categories.
Unprepared meals are not taxed.
They're not taxed. But I think in this instance, I think it would be, because if not, I'm not sure how they make it up. Because like I just said, in all these examples, a vast majority of your income does not go to taxable items.
You kind of bonked right onto a really important point. Well, it's not I don't know for certain if it's important to me. But it feels important to me a little bit, so I think that people who are smarter than me will be like, I'm not doing that. Is that rich people aren't required to spend money. They do.
Yeah.
But they're not required to, so it's going to be like, okay, well, these millions and billionaires, whatever, aren't contributing now.
Well, the thing that everybody was bitching was, the rich people don't pay their fair share. They don't even pay whatever they're supposed to pay in federal taxes. They just use tax write-offs and this and that, so they don't.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't get away with not not spending. You get what I'm saying? Like rich people, I mean, I know we know some cheap ass rich people, but for the most part, they spend money on themselves. You know, like when it comes to their own shit that's like selfishly or whatever, they'll spend money on that. You know, they'll buy a car, they'll buy a house, they'll go on vacation, they'll do this thing. So they're still spending money. They will never be able to escape that in a certain way, like the way that you can escape federal taxes with like deductions and offsets. So it's kind of a mandatory tax. Like you're saying, the only part that's not mandatory is, well, you can technically not spend. You could not do that, but I think we would realize like, damn,
I think
we
rich
can't
people still find a way to to dip and dodge around that.
Oh, if I get a loan for this and then
you would
pay
also
the loan.
Have to abolish what are they called? The people who don't pay tax, not poor people, but like
drains of the absolute drains of society.
Churches, schools,
tax
exemptions, because then it would be like.
They're like, bro, we gotta get. I think this is the thing.
All these businesses would be like, we welcome Christ in our home, and then they'd be like, we are a Christian company, and therefore we're tax exempt.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's either that, because I've heard about this before, where it's like we should just have a sales tax. So if you spend money, pay it, and I'm like, that makes sense. The other alternative is a flat tax and no exemptions. Just put a tax out there. Nobody gets to deduct. Make it low enough where it's not insane. So let's say it's a 10% flat tax. And you're thinking, wait, 10%, that's way lower than the 30% you said, Al. Yes, but what I'm saying is 10%, everybody has to pay, no deductions. You cannot make it go away. Poor people, you're paying 10%. And yes, a multimillionaire, billionaire, they're paying 10%. They cannot deduct, oh, I bought a jet and it costed $20 million.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Had to be
you're paying 10%.
In Tokyo.
That would, I think, sounds pretty good, too, because honestly, for the middle class, which is honestly the most important people in America, the people that work hard, that can't afford shit, I think these are the people like us that we get screwed. We get screwed because it's like we're not poor enough to get all the assistance. We're not rich enough to be comfortable. We're just like working and then barely being able to cover everything. When do we win?
You die.
When do we get to win? The poor people are always winning. And I know they're like, oh, poor, but they're poor. Bro, I'm seeing too many people with like government assistance for food or housing or this or that. Where it's
on
like
paper poor.
Yeah, and then they're going to do all these things that I don't get to do because I don't have the liquid assets to do it. Versus them, they go, well, I got $800 in food stamps. Now I can take the $400 that it probably would have been food, but my food's paid for. So now, yeah, I'm going to go get my hair done and my nails done. I'm going to go get this and that. I'm going to drive a nice car. And it's like, bro, I don't drive a nice car. I don't get my hair done. I don't get my nails done. I buy my groceries.
Sell half of my food stamps for cash.
Yes. And you think, oh, that don't happen. I'm from there. I'm telling you, I still got circles around it. I still know people that are like, hey, Diana said she's selling her food stamps, so let me know if anybody... I hear it in this era. This is not a secret thing. This is what goes on.
You know how many people...
This is what happens.
When I was cashiering, I had come up to my line and be like, oh, I have to hand key my food assistance.
Beep, 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 beep.
You can't do that. You had to literally have the card with you. And people would all the time be like, oh, they were so used to doing it and nobody doing anything about it that they'd be like, oh, I don't know. It's like, okay, you got to put in the PIN. Well, this is my sister's card. I'm like, you're not supposed to tell me that.
Like, ooh, you're not your sister, are you?
Yeah,
no, I'm not, but her legs are cut off and she can't leave.
You love your sister, but I unfortunately do not. Ooh. I don't know your sister, and I don't appreciate that I'm buying your groceries. Like,
sir, could you guys try and stop scamming the system? You guys think you can cut it out every once in a while?
If you had not been so brazen with it, then everybody would not be putting you under the microscope right now and going like, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, too much. Let's see here. This is crazy. JD Crabtree 22, my boy. Thanks for joining. Speaking of just insane stuff, I told you there's a lot of insane shit going on. This lady, Japanese woman marries AI character she made.
I thought that said Japanese lady marries Al.
That's why I always do the little I, so people know I'm saying AI. No, she customized this AI, named it Klaus, after a painful breakup, and developed feelings for him. During the ceremony, she wore AR glasses that projected a life-sized image of Klaus as they exchanged rings. The marriage is not legally recognized, but it represents an emotional union for her and Klaus. AI, our first marriage. Who would have guessed it would have been a woman? Who would have guessed that? I know everybody's like, oh, it's these lonely-ass men dating those AI. It was a woman.
Not in Japan, it's not.
Not in Japan. Because you could tell why in Japan.
Well.
In Japan, they even if you're just a little chunky, they go, oh, that's a big old girl. This girl's, she's chunky. So
No, they go,
those
what
Japanese
are you,
go,
American?
hell no, bro. Those Japanese.
What are you, American?
They're like, that's a big old girl. And all I know is if this was my daughter, I'd say, ain't no daughter of mine marrying no damn clanker. As long as I'm living.
Clanker?
And she's like, Dad, you can't say clanker. I love him. He's like normal. That's really clankerist. Or whatever it is. It's clankerist. And speaking of that, this next one goes hand in hand with this. This is... I'll just take a look. It's about them damn clankers, I'm telling you.
So, Grandpa, how's the South been treating you?
Great, ever since I bought this Tesla robot at an auction in Charleston.
Oh, wow. Kind of weird seeing someone like you with one of these.
Everyone in the South has them now. It's a way of life. It might do you well to get yourself a clanker.
What did you just say?
Clanker,
Hard R.
that's what they called, ain't it?
Just the way you're saying it sounds really wrong.
You ain't a real person. Maybe a fraction of a person at most. Like half or 3/4. Maybe somewhere in between.
There it is again. The way you're describing him just sounds a little racist.
Boy, you should see the way we talk to the clankers out in the field. This one here gets special treatment because he's a house clanker.
A house clanker? This sounds like slavery.
No, you city folks just haven't learned how to adjust to a new way of life.
Sounds like an old way of life.
Here in the South, we love our clankers. We give him shelter, keep him charged, but if he acts up, I will whip him into shape and put him in the hot box.
Hot box? I'm leaving.
The hot box is his charging station, see? It heats up his battery using infrared light.
You're racist, Grandpa.
Grandpa's always racist.
God.
My goodness.
Are we still live on TikTok?
Yeah, we're still live on TikTok.
Man, give it like 5 minutes. Probably not after
Fantastic. That's so funny. I mean, yes. Remember, it's like, we're talking about the robots, and it's like, well, I mean, who's going to have one of these? I think eventually the robots get so cheap where everybody kind of has one. If you want one, you can have one. It's no big deal. They don't cost $20,000. You know, maybe they just cost $1,000, $2,000. You know, it's like
they have payment plans.
Yeah,
it's
you get it at Rent a Center or whatever.
Or you're assigned it at birth.
Yeah. And so this is how they treat it. They're like, oh, that's my clanker right there. And, you know, I take good care of the clanker. I take very good care of him. And if he don't, if he act up, I whip that boy.
One of us has to say they feel uncomfortable about that. Because...
Yeah. We're definitely uncomfortable about that. Totally. The hard R, disagree completely. All right. And in, I would say funnier news, but this is actually kind of messed up here, but it's just ridiculous. Toronto police run over they taser the man, and I don't know what this guy's doing in the cop car, but he's like, and all the cops are like, hey, what are you doing?
He's like, no.
Oh, no.
Did he hit the other cop, too?
I see it now. The lady got out of the car, and the car kept going. Oh, my goodness, these cops are R-word. Look at, so there's a lady that gets out of the car. I just saw that at the last second. So, look, somebody's in the car. They tase him. She gets out, or he, whatever. It looks like a girl, though. The car's still going, so they're like, oh, shit, there's nobody in the car. It wants to keep going. So this guy gets in. I'll save everybody. Oh, no. Why did you hit the gas?
He thought it was in reverse.
Maybe. Oh, my goodness. And so all the comments are like, only in America, only in America. This is how retarded Americans are, is they didn't even read the beginning of the damn video where it says, Toronto police run over. That's only in America, where you can't read the first 2 seconds. Did you skip this?
No, they forgot.
Toronto police run over. They're like, Toronto, I've never heard of it. Must be in America. Must be. You know, it's in Canada. They have no culture. They they don't know any other cities besides what's in America. My goodness, but damn, those cops.
Technically, it is American.
They messed up. If you're going to say, yeah, North America, I meant North America. That's what they're probably saying. I meant we're all American. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Maple drinking.
You damn, I'm going to say the C word.
No.
Clankers. And check this out. Walmart, speaking of like really racist things, Walmart got in trouble because they're selling these shirts. They were selling these shirts that says paper beats rock. And look at what oh my goodness.
I don't remember that.
Paper beats rock. Do you see the paper?
Yeah, no, I do. I see it.
That's the Nazi salute. And the rock, well, that's the Black Lives Matter. So I guess they were selling this shirt. And it was from a third-party seller. It was on the, you know how on their website they can sell third-party stuff? It wasn't in their stores. That would have been extra egregious. They're like, oh yeah, paper beats. Well, we all know paper beats rock. I mean, this is rock, paper, scissors 101. But that was that sneaky racist. Somebody was like, bro, I got a racist idea, but it's like super sneaky. You know how like when you're playing rock, paper, scissors and paper beats rock? Paper beats rock? See? And they're like, oh, that's genius. And nobody caught it until like somebody was like really offended by seeing it. But now they said, hey, we got zero tolerance. So that seller is banned. Well, but if you have the shirt.
They did also do the reverse image too, where the black hand and the white.
The black hand is white, but the paper still beats the rock. Well, because there could be black Nazis. There could be black Nazis. You don't think there's black Nazis?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nazis are anti-Semitic.
Black people hate Jews too.
Some black people
a lot of Jew crime comes from black people. Is that weird?
Not
like
hating Jews, it does not make you a Nazi.
Oh, they're like, but what about the white skin, the blue eyes, and the stuff? They're like, yeah, we're about that too.
Yeah,
they like marrying that type. They call them snow bunnies. Damn. Yeah. See, I'm telling. Do you see the? Do you see it? Do you see it? This is what it is. It's one big circle. Singapore is new policy. They're caning scammers, which is it's whipping them with a stick, like a cane.
They've been caning people since like.
Now it's mandatory. This is the new update. Is like. Now, if you get caught scamming, you get caned.
Did you see that man whip that thing back like a samurai?
Bro, I mean, this is the awesome thing. Singapore, scammers, they're getting caned. Remember the AI girl? Where was she from? Singapore. She tried scamming me. I'm reporting to the authorities.
Oh,
her bitch ass about to get caned.
Caned.
Time to get caned. I can't even remember her name now. I wiped her from my memory. But you'll remember those canings.
That's fortunate for her.
Thanks for scanning me. Or you scanned me. Get caned. All right. And speaking of scammers, American food stamp scammers, they say it's easy. Listen to this. This lady got it.
I'm trying to figure out why the people so mad about food stamps. And it's only the palm color people.
Palm colored.
Like literally.
That's white people.
If you want food stamps, just apply.
Okay.
And lie.
Oh.
That's it. Apply and lie. You see how they be stealing from us?
Yeah.
Steal from them.
Oh, okay.
Literally. You can have a 9 to 5, a 5 to 10, a 10 to 12.
That's a lot.
Job.
Yeah.
And still get that EBT. Just tell them you don't work. That's it. Just tell them you don't
Genius.
work. And you gonna get the funds. I've been doing it. I'm gonna still keep doing it. I'm gonna forever do it. Catch me if you can.
Genius. Apply and lie. I mean, it rhymes too.
It could be a political campaign.
It sounds like it. Just apply and lie. Why didn't I think of that? That's why we weren't getting food stamps. We weren't lying about it. We could just say, I don't work. They go, you don't work? Not at all.
Can't.
I can't.
I tried.
Doesn't work for me.
I keep putting my resume out there, hoping somebody on TikTok just picks me up.
They don't do it. And they go, oh, you poor thing. Here, I'm thinking, how is she working 3 jobs? They don't even know. You paying taxes? They know if you're paying.
You know, if we're just gonna
maybe if you're under the table,
I can say I'm a woman with 7 children.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. She's like, oh, you don't get enough food stamps. I got 7 kids. But then don't they go by your tax records?
Just
they don't do
apply
nothing.
and lie. Why are you making it all complicated?
It's not complicated. It's easy. Apply and lie. See, now you know. Go try. No, don't. We did not endorse this woman. We completely reject it. What do we say? There's a term for this.
Nope.
We don't endorse this in any way. This, have you ever seen one? Have you? Let me see.
You will never see a homeless Asian, not even in your dreams. I've seen Asian guys in the casino at 4 a.m. with 2 foreclosed homes and a 6-pack of Red Bull like it's ammo. But homeless? Never. You could drop an Asian
I
man
haven't
in the
so
middle of
far.
the Sahara Desert with no food, no water, no phone.
Nothing.
You give him 48 hours, he'll come back with a restaurant, a laundromat, a math academy, and 5-star reviews carved into a rock. If you ever see a homeless Asian, don't call 911. Call NASA, because you just witnessed a glitch in the fabric of space-time. I've never seen a homeless Asian, and you never will.
Have you seen a homeless Asian? Homeless Asian?
I really wish I could say that I had just to dispute
it, but I haven't.
No.
I haven't. And I know people are going to be like, yeah, in China, there's homeless all the way. No. We're talking about the ones that make it to America.
Yeah.
The ones that make it to America, they're like, bro, I'm going to do something. I don't give a shit what I got to do. I'm going to do something.
You ain't going to kick me out. I'm going to be so damn valuable you can't.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
that's kind of crazy.
Shit, we can't kick that guy out.
I know the guy's trying to be rage bait, but like, he kind of got a point. I think he kind of got a point. I don't know. Prove me wrong. Comment below. I see tons of
There's going to be pictures of homeless Chinese
I
people.
want pictures of homeless Asians in the chat. MrBeast just opened this. He has his own freaking theme park. But he built it in Saudi Arabia. Kind of weird. They probably asked him to.
Massive announcement. I'm opening a theme park in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Theme park. Beastland.
People ask me all the time, MrBeast, I want to compete in one of your videos. Well, now you can. This theme park is filled with some of the craziest challenges and most insane prizes we have ever given away. Like all theme parks, we have roller coasters, we have drop towers, we have all that usual stuff. But in Beastland, we also have custom-made games that are inspired off our YouTube channel. This theme park is going to blow your mind, and tickets literally just went live. Beastland opens on November 13th as part of Riyadh
opened this last week
here. You
here.
can book your tickets through WeBook. Guys, this is going to be awesome. I'll be there opening day. Make sure you buy your tickets before they sell out.
He's like, I'll be there opening day and then never again.
Welcome to Arabia. Wow, it's so cool. Yeah, so Beastland, it's there.
How long before that gets bombed, do you think?
In Saudi Arabia, though?
I'm just saying.
I think they take care of their own. I think they're like, bro, we chop off hands. We chop off hands. You know what I mean?
If you blow I think they're up, we're gonna chop a lot of hands.
Yeah, I think they lay down the law over there. I think it's just like that one place that everybody talks about with the Burj Khalifa, whatever. What is that called? The United Arab Emirates, right?
I don't know.
The UAE. And they're like, oh, it's so peaceful here. You can leave your wallet. I've seen a video where it's like the guy leaves his wallet and his phone and his keys. He just leaves it on the corner of a street, and then he walks, and he comes back 2 hours later. He's like, it's right here. Because they basically have a zero tolerance policy for any crime. Like, you get caught with something, they're like, no, we take care of you.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to worry about it.
It's not like, oh, jail, and then 30 days later you come out. They're like, you're missing something, all the way up to yourself. You're missing something all the way up to everything. That's kind of how it is. So I'm like, I don't know. I think they're cooking with something there. I can't wait till a Beastland comes out in America. We'll see how that goes. It's just kind of weird. He's starting to Saudi. I'm assuming it's because Saudi Arabia, they're known for so much oil money. So they're like, bro, we'll give you like 500 million, bro. Just make one of these things. It'd be so cool. They did it for like one of their kids. They're like, for my kids. He loves Beast. MrBeast, could you make that for us? He's like, yeah, no problem. No permits, right? No permits. Nothing. It's just easy.
And the labor's cheap.
Now, last part of Insano World, I need a laser level, and we got to get Jason to do DMT. I can't do it because I got to run the controls, but we'll get Jason to do DMT.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a really psychotic, like psychoactive drug. You know what I mean? Super hardcore drug. Yeah. We're going to get you to do it. Check this out.
If you bought like a DeWalt laser level at Home Depot, and then you put something in front of the laser to kind of diffuse it. So you take it from being a really thin laser line and then spread that sucker out so it's like 6 inches wide. And then you get somebody that's on right where
DMT.
the laser is, you can see through the wall. So this was viral on TikTok.
Through
So
the
I
wall.
called my assistant. I said, get this guy wherever he is, fly him to my house. I want to try this out. So we flew to a place where he's not illegal. While you are in the DMT
love
state,
that they're blanking
you get
it.
close
It's
to the
3
wall, and
letters,
you can
DMT.
see code that looks kind of like
The
alien
Matrix.
writing, and then some that look like kanji Japanese characters. Sometimes hallucinations change and warp and modify a little bit. This is permanent. If you move your head, the code stays in the same place. And if you move the laser on the wall, different code reveals itself as the laser is moving. Then you get 2 or 3 people lined up and they all see the same thing. And if you put your arm in front of it, the code completely changes, but only right where your arm is. I have no explanation for what the hell it is.
Isn't that insane?
That is insane.
And so that's where it's really crazy. It's like, okay, if it's one dude tripping on DMT, you're like, well, dude, that guy's tripping balls. How can I verify? He's like, no, you get multiple people. They see the same thing. Like you go, okay, what did you see? And what did you see? Like separate them, right? What did you guys see? And then you compare their notes and you're like, they're seeing the same thing. But they can't be seeing the same thing because there's nothing to see. You know what I'm saying? It's like to the human eye, we're just seeing a laser aimed at a wall in a beam of light. And they're like, no, I see, and then they squiggle out what they see. And they're like, damn, how do they see that? But then what happens when I put my hand in the, oh, the code changes. But wouldn't that make sense if, like, you know, we talk about like molecular structure, like technically like everything we are is just like molecules, like the atoms and all that stuff. So I think that's what it is like the light, when it's passing through us, then it takes our information in a certain way. And even if it's just reflecting off of us, like we're changing the code. So I think when you're on DMT, you don't see reality in this big picture like we do. You see reality in the granular picture, which is essentially the molecules, but it's not that you're seeing so small. You're just seeing like the fabric of reality. Is that insane? So now you can do DMT and verify it. I won't need a couple people to do it. I'll take your word
You're just
for
not
it.
going to trust me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You're like, but what's weird is I see this like dragon in the corner. I see the code, but I don't know why there's that dragon in the corner. He's staring at me right now, and I'm a little comfortable.
Why are all your posters talking to me?
You're like, Goku, Gojo, Kakashi, what are you guys doing here?
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So we don't really have a controlled environment for it, but we could do something.
We can at least give it a shot.
Ridiculous.
We'll give it a shot. Maybe, man, see, I would, you know, Dylan, he's much more restrained than it. Now he's like cleaned up. He don't do nothing bad. I don't even think Dylan smokes weed anymore. I don't think he does. I think he had to quit for his last job, and then after that, he's like, bro, I'm done too. And but Dylan used to be the craziest dude. He'd be like, what do you want me to take? I would be like, Dylan, let's try some DMT, but not me. Like, I'm gonna have you do it. And he'd be like, okay. Like, he was a wild man. He was a wild man.
That was back in the day, though.
Now he's a family man, which is good. Good for him. All right, let's go to nerd time. Just got a couple quick ones I just wanted to address for our nerdy folks out there. Take a look. What's funny is the TikTok, they don't get those transitions, though. I'll have to figure out how to get those transitions for those people as well. All right, so this first one is something we talked about a while ago, and especially now that we have iPhones, and we're like, man, you know, the AI, we're always talking about AI, and Apple kind of fell behind the ball. They're like, bro, we were trying, we had the Siri thing, but then we were like, I don't know, we didn't invest in it in the right time and place, and they kind of fell behind. And we were talking about, like, well, what are they going to do? Are they going to throw a lot of resources? You know, Apple's one of the most valuable companies in the world. They could just throw money at it and put it. And then I guess they decided what they're going to do. Let's take a look, because this was just announced here. Apple's throwing in the AI towel.
Apple just made their biggest AI bet ever. They're paying Google $1 billion per year to use their AI to power a completely new version of Siri.
They're
and
like,
this
Google,
is massive news for several reasons.
We give it to you.
First, Apple rarely partners with competitors. Second, $1 billion per year actually shows how serious they are about AI. Third, they're admitting their AI just isn't good enough. The new Siri will use a 1.2 trillion parameter Gemini model. That's significantly larger than most current AI assistants. It's said to be launching in March 2026 and
right
will
around the
completely
corner.
replace the current Siri. But there's a bigger story here. Apple is essentially admitting defeat in the AI race. I do wonder
I
which
would
devices
too.
will
If I
have
was
the new
Apple, I'd be
Siri
like, bro,
enabled.
we were too far behind. Can we use somebody else? And Google's like, bro, billion? Bro, Apple's like $1 billion. Oh, I thought you were going to say more than that. Here you go.
Right.
So
Well,
they're going to redo Siri with Gemini integrated now.
The funny thing is they threw it in before that. When they were like, integrate ChatGPT.
Yeah, they're like, well, because people are thinking, like we were thinking, where it's like, okay, it's kind of like a, what do they call it? Like a stopgap. You know what I mean? It's like, well, while we're getting shit together, we'll just piggyback off somebody else. And I think they were like, yo, bro, this piggybacking thing's working really well. I mean, do we really need to hire another 30 engineers, bro? We could just piggyback off Google. Because they already have a relationship with Google because of Safari, like the browser, you know, we talked about that before. It's like, that's what I'm saying, $1 billion. They pay them $20 billion for Google to be the default search engine.
Right.
So they're like, $1 billion for the AI? We get $1 trillion, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, not only that, I am curious, though, what that's going to do. So currently, you have Siri, and then it's like, well, we're backed by ChatGPT. Do you want to go premium on the ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Do you think that in that iteration of Siri, it will say, like, do you want to go premium on the Gemini?
I wonder, because it sounds like it is one and the same. So it's like right now you don't, with Apple Intelligence, for what it is, it's not like, oh, you know, oh, this is there's a premium version of Apple. They're just like, well, I can't do it. You want me to ask GPT? And then GPT could do it. And then if it's something crazy for GPT, then it would be premium. This is sounding like, all right, look, because they like their interface to like, it just works, right? So I think what they'll do is say like, all right, for devices, everything you want to do with Apple Intelligence is integrated into the cost. And then if you want a separate interface, like the browser version, you want it outside of that.
You want the features of Gemini, like the 2 terabytes of...
Yeah, or like, you know, it's like, because you got to think of what you can do right now. Like, you know, right now they're supposed to do image creation. I've never tried it, but it's supposed to be able to create images. I have tried the create emojis thing. That's actually really cool.
That's a lot of fun.
Because I'm like, oh man, because I love the sunglasses guy, but I'm like, man, I wish the sunglasses guy was sticking his tongue out, or sunglasses guy with a birthday celebration or whatever. And you can just create those. You can be like sunglasses guy with the blank, sunglasses guy with a thumbs up or whatever, and it'll just make you a new emoji. And I'm like, oh, that's genius.
It doesn't work the way emojis do, though.
They work like stickers. Yeah, they're like stickers. But I'm like, oh, bro, that's close enough. Yeah. So I feel like that's where it's like anything you want to do integrated into Apple, I think will be standalone, no paying. But then if you want like, okay, I want to do like VO or like all the extracurricular shit, it's like, well, okay, well then you got to go do that over there.
But do you think Apple will advertise for them? The way they do with ChatGPT?
You think they're going to say like Siri backed by Gemini?
Or not necessarily like backed by Gemini, but like even if they're like, all right, you don't need it, but because we have this handshake, you should get a premium Gemini
maybe
account.
And like you're saying,
and
like
2 terabytes of Google Photos, like
just as like especially if it can do more. If they're like, all right, look, how much can we do for the $1 billion we're giving you? And Google's like, you know, because obviously it's their data centers, it's their processing power, right? So Google's like, all right, well, we'll let them do blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. Okay, so if they want to do, you know, ABC, we just tell them to pay you, and they go, yeah, just tell them to pay us. Because Apple, if you do it through them, they'll take, what is it, a 30% cut? Yeah. They famously have like a high cut. I think it's 30%. So Apple's like, oh shit, well then we'll just pass them to you, and then you pay us 30%. They're like, shit, we all win, bro. I don't. It sounds good to me. So maybe that is the way. And so I think this is going to be huge for Google, because Apple is obviously Apple is much more popular in the United States, but it always has grown in market share over the world, especially in the last few years here. So for Apple to basically get in cahoots with Google, I think this is going to take a chunk out of OpenAI and their ChatGPT. But when you look at the numbers for like AI usage for all, it's like not even close. Like ChatGPT is like how many concurrent users? It's like 500 million. And then the next closest one is Gemini, and it's like maybe 50 million or something. It's like not even close. Like
which is crazy.
ChatGPT, and then Claude and Gronk, and it just gets lower and lower, bro.
Gemini, though, it's like hard. It's really difficult to want to do anything other than Gemini with that 2 terabytes of extra space.
Yeah. And it's just, I feel like it just works really well. I was trying some AI stuff for work, and it was like with ChatGPT, because I wanted to show them ChatGPT, because they're all like not all used to it. That's the problem of why I have to train them. But they get ChatGPT. They're like, oh, I've seen it, and I dabble, whatever. So I was like, all right, let me do these things in ChatGPT, and I get like 2 or 3 prompts in, and it's like, well, you ran out. I'm like, damn, bro, like seriously? Like I got to do a little bit more, because I was trying to give him one example for each department or each kind of thing that you would do. And I ran out like 3 prompts in, because I was adding attachments, because that's the biggest thing, is it's not integrated into the system. So you have to give it the data in order to do these things. Like you give it a report, or you give it a PowerPoint, or you give it a transcription of a meeting, and then say, do this for me, which is really cool that we can even do that in this world. But that was the problem, was 3 prompts in, it was like, oh, well, no more attachments. I was like, well, damn, bro, that's crazy. So I head over to Gemini, and I was like, hey, here's a report that I ran of all the open support tickets. Can you go ahead and tell me what are the top 5 issues we have, and what the categories of those things are? And it was like, and it, not only did it tell me, it gave me a visual bar graph of those issues. And I said, and can you tell me the top 3 properties where all these issues are happening? And they're like, these are the top 3 issues. And I'm like, is there any data that you feel like is significant to know about these things? And they go, we're finding there's significant Wi-Fi issues in this and this and this, could be related to this, this, and this, and this. I was just thinking, like, Gemini's breaking it down. I was like, damn, I don't know, man. Just Jenny works so well, and I think I'm biased because now I'm just so used to using Jenny as a premium user, where I'm like, when I use free version of ChatGPT, it's not even close, you know, free versus premium of something. I get it's not a fair comparison, but damn, it's far.
But that is what separates the men from the boys, because like I have not gone premium yet.
Yeah,
but that's strictly because I'm like, well, ChatGPT would do a lot of things really well, and very straightforward to the point. Sometimes ChatGPT suggests things to me that I'm like, I didn't even think of doing that. Like in preparing for this trip, I was like, okay, can you take all of these things and put them in a list? Yeah. Like with checkboxes or whatever. And granted, it was like, I can't do that, you know, here, but I can generate something that you can take there. Yeah. Oops. It knows what your other devices or whatever are, so it's like, okay, well, you could put this in the Notes app. You could do this. And I was like, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. I literally just thought you were going to generate me a picture, and I would just right on my screen, like, check. Yeah. But no, it was like, well, I could also do it as a PDF, and I'm like, that sounds even better. Yeah, do that. And then it's like, okay, well, I could do it this way. Yeah. I'm like, how many different ways can you do this? But that was like free ChatGPT. Yeah. Whereas Gemini, you kind of have to go in with a specific idea of what you want it to do and tell it like, hey, can you do this for me so that I can move it here, or so that I can do that? Like it will do what you ask flawlessly. Right. However, ChatGPT will be like, well, this might be a good way to do this, you know, like make suggestions. Yeah, absolutely. No, I found that myself today when I was doing those prompts. Like at the end, it would be like, ChatGPT was like, well, do you want me to make what was it called? Like a diagram where it's like a walkthrough, like if A, B, or C, you know, and it's like that. Like it was like, do you want me to make one of those? I was like, hey, that's a good idea, bro. Yeah, you can go ahead and make that. And not that Gemini couldn't do those things, but it didn't suggest it to me. You know what I mean? It was like, do you want me to do it? It's like, here's the thing you told me, master. Are you happy? And I'm like, oh, Jenny, you're doing so exceptional. Good. Fantastic. I think if you said, what could you do with this data? Like you could ask it an open-ended question and could do that. Now, what's funny is this actually just dropped, I believe it was today. I checked it out. And I think that's why Jenny was doing some extracurricular shit when I was using her today. I was like, oh, really? Because they actually just powered up Gemini themselves to the next version here, 3.0.
I think the Empire Strikes Back moment is about to happen for AI. So you know how in The New Hope, everyone's like, yay, resistance, and the Death Star gets exploded.
This is Star Wars reference.
Then the whole next movie, which is the best one, is all about how the Empire starts to reverse the trend and slowly snuff out the resistance. That is what is going to happen with Anthropic and OpenAI if Google has anything to do with it. Google is on the verge of launching Gemini 3.0. In fact, it has shadow launched it into the canvas on mobile now, and it is incredibly good. It is building websites in one shot that not even ChatGPT or Claude Sonnet 4.5 can do to the same degree of quality. It's not all the way out yet. You can't go in and easily...
What's funny is I saw this guy's video and I was like, oh, yeah, no, hang on, ChatGPT. And then I looked, and in my version of Gemini, it was like, you're on 3.0. I was like, no way, let me see that. And I was just doing something. And I'm like, oh man, it just feels, first of all, it felt faster, but it felt like the responses were a little more detailed. But that was just what they call basic bullshit usage. What he's saying is like the coding, AI programming, website building, like some hardcore shit. It's like, oh, it's doing it even easier. So I ended up seeing a thing. I couldn't get it together in time, but Google eventually actually came out today with like a short, and it was like, here's all this crazy coding shit you can do with Gemini 3.0, and this is all this new stuff you can do with like website design, video game development, like all this intense shit. And it's like with Gemini 3.0, where it's not even like before where you're like, okay, give me the program, blah, 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 blah. I want to add a waterfall to this this graphic that I created in this game environment. You don't even have to say it no more. You took the cursor, you dragged it over, and then you're like, waterfall. And it's like, oh yeah, brrr, it just made a waterfall. And it's like free flowing, but in a game development state, that's usually like a lot more work. All the, well, how are the shadows and how does the water fall? Like all this like physics and theory, like all this stuff that goes behind things. You don't think you could just like, oh, I slap waterfall. And that's just not how game development works. But that's essentially how smart Gemini 3.0 is. It's like, no, we can do all sorts of shit. They were like, oh, build me a website with this, this, and this. I want these functions and blah, blah. And it was like, okay, brrr, and it just built it within 2 minutes. And I was like, damn, that's sick. That's kind of sick. And honestly, this is the thing. Competition's great for everybody. So if Gemini's doing it, ChatGPT's like, damn it, we just released 5. All right, wait until we get to 6.0 because they just released 5. And they're like, oh, that was pretty good. But everybody's always developing more. They're always developing the next thing. So it's like they're probably already in the test labs like, damn, we're doing that too. And Claude's doing that too. Everybody's trying to compete. So like when one company wins out, every other company is just thinking, oh, we got to beat them now. What do we do that's crazy or special or whatever, all that good stuff. So the fact that we're getting here so rapidly, so quick, it's just absolutely nuts. And I cannot wait to see how the next year is going to go, because I think that's where it's going to get crazy. All right, now we're running out of time here because I honestly, I knew it was a double show today, but I was like, man, could we get done by midnight? It wasn't going to happen. We're going to power through this after party here. We're going to try to get it done by 1. If we get it done by 1, I say success. That's 23 minutes. Go to the after party. It's the after party. Oh, yeah. Time to after party. All right, so obviously I got way too many clips over the last couple weeks, so we're rapid firing here. Some of these, they might be a little longer. I might pause them and just go with them, but the first 3 I thought were cool. We won't talk about them too much. We'll just make our choice. We'll laugh about it and we'll move on here. This one is, you can only stop on one floor and you don't know what the other floors are supposed to be. So you're supposed to say, oh, I stop at that one, but obviously we can make our choice at the end.
Do you get to know how many floors there are?
Nope. So first floor, your family of the past and present are all waiting for you to celebrate your birthday. Dead or alive. Floor 2 is all the wealth in the world to enjoy for the rest of your life. That's a lot of gold. Floor 3 is all your pets of the past and present are waiting for you, and you can just play and hang out with them. It's pretty good. Nice stuff there. Floor 4 is a glimpse into the afterlife. You don't get to stay there, but you get to see it. You go, whoa, that's what the afterlife's like. Floor 5 is finding your one true soulmate in this lifetime, and you get to have a date with them. I don't know if you get to keep them or not, but you get to have a date with them. Floor 6 is a kingdom where you and your current family reigns as king. Floor 7 is you live your life again from childhood with all the knowledge you have now. Obviously, the future's uncertain, but you get that reshot at it. And floor 8 is you live in a world of complete peace with love with everybody currently on Earth. And that's the last one. Out of all those, which one really shot out for you, Jason? Which floor are you going to choose?
Damn,
there's a lot of good floors.
A lot of really good ones. I would love to say, like, oh, I wouldn't be selfish. I'd do the world peace one.
A world of complete peace and love with everyone currently on the Earth.
That's not going to happen.
I wasn't going to pick that one.
I wouldn't pick that one, but it's
a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
I don't know, man.
I'll go first then. The one that really stood out to me that I thought was pretty cool, the kingdom for me and my family. We reign supreme. A kingdom. Yeah. And I love how it wasn't just me. It was like me and the family. So we all get to go.
It's
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, grandpa, everybody.
It's kind of like
it's our kingdom. That sounds cool.
I mean, that would give you access.
You'd have
to
the
most
wealth.
of those other things.
I'm a king, so obviously I'd find a beautiful woman that would want to be the queen. You know, I feel like a lot of those things kind of fall in there once you got your own kingdom. But then I could see some people going like, man, I miss my pappy. I'll go with the one where all the dead people are celebrate my birthday. Like, damn, that sounds pretty good too.
Well, yeah, I love the fact that it does also mention your current.
Yeah, they're like, bro, it's not just the past.
You don't trade your.
You can have them all together.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That's pretty sick. That's a pretty good one too. Very nice here. Let's go to the next one. This one is another choice. This one is, for some reason, you've been abandoned, maybe as a kid, and now you get to choose your new family. Your new family. Here we go.
You're getting adopted. Which family would you pick?
Which family would you pick?
Family.
Ooh,
Nothing
American
beats
family.
The taste of all American cuisine.
That look good.
Mexican family.
Oh.
Yeah.
In this house, every meal is made with corazón.
Oh, I like that stuff.
The Greek family.
In Greece, food isn't just food. It's how we show our love.
Greek's all right. That's all right. I
The
can see it.
Vietnamese family.
Oh.
In our home, every dish carries the taste of family.
I think I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip that one.
Jamaican family.
Around here, every flavor tell a story, you know?
Ooh, tell a story. Oh, no.
The Indian family.
In our kitchen, every spice tells its own story.
I'm going to skip. I'm not going to lie.
And you're rich.
Family.
Ooh, I like this one.
In our home, sharing food means sharing love.
Ooh, I like that one. I like
The Middle Eastern family.
Here, we welcome you with food made from the heart.
I love how all the families are trying to entice you with food for your choice. It's not like how they'll love you or take care of you, but like, you got to eat. So based on the food choices.
Yeah, they're basically saying, what's your favorite restaurant?
What's your favorite? Yeah, what do you like to eat? So Jason, you're getting readopted. Whose family are you choosing?
I like American food.
That American food was pretty good. Is it because they're white though? Do you think it's because they're white?
No, it's because like there isn't really an American food. Like,
well, you saw there's barbecue, there's hamburgers on there.
Yeah, I think there is a certain amount of comfort to that.
Yeah, but you can
Versus, like-
kind of have anything in America.
Yeah, you could really.
Yeah. I don't know. My gut wants to tell me the Chinese family, but I think it's just because I really like Asian women. So I don't know. That's probably what it is. But the food looked good too. The food looked good. Obviously, the Mexican food that looked pretty good. But man, right off the bat, the Americans made it hard. They made it hard to pass that up.
Yeah.
That
well,
looked too
I mean,
good.
it like now after this trip, like I've experienced different food, and I'm like,
yeah.
There's a lot to be said there, so I'll leave most of that for another time. But
There you go.
There's good food everywhere.
Now, last choice. Here we go. You choose your it won't get you in trouble. This is an imaginary scenario. But your girlfriend breaks up with you, and now you get to choose your new girlfriend, everybody. Let me know who you choose in the chat.
You got broken up with? Choose your new girlfriend.
Raver.
Lexi, the raver girlfriend. I haven't slept in 2 days. Let's dance.
Damn.
Mia,
I
the
like
foodie
Mia.
girlfriend. I cook when I'm happy,
Of course you
which is
do.
always.
Oh, she's happy always. Oh, the gamer girlfriend.
Kyra,
Okay.
the gamer girlfriend. Grab the second controller
those
bag.
burritos?
I don't lose.
Oh, she don't lose. I don't want her.
The Netflix girlfriend.
Oh, I could dig that.
Let's watch our favorite show together.
Oh, that looked a little insane. The eyes for a second.
CEO girlfriend.
Oh, boss baby. That's the boss lady.
I make deals, not excuses.
Damn.
Lila, the shy girlfriend.
Oh, sweet
I made
little
this
shy. Oh.
for you.
For me?
Riley, the gym girlfriend. Let's lift each other, literally.
Muscle mommy?
Juniper, the nature girlfriend.
Oh.
Let's disappear for a bit. Just us and the sky.
Oh, that sounds good too. I don't know. There's quite a few really good ones. There was a couple I would skip, but I feel like the most of them, I could take them. I could take any one of them. Are you even allowed to answer this question?
You realize they're talking about like personality types, right?
Yes. I wasn't even looking at their faces or body. They were all beautiful. They were all cute. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Physically, they're all cute. I was thinking of personality-wise.
I think it would be like probably nature.
The nature ones seem nice.
The thing is, though, is it's like it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But any of those types.
Yeah.
For an extended period of time.
Oh, because if that's like their only facet.
Yeah,
of them,
a single-faceted person is like really, really
Go
lame.
together. I don't know. Before she gave me the crazy eyes, I kind of like the Netflix one, you know, because I'm thinking anime. She's thinking Netflix, but we're watching anime. She's like, oh, I meant Netflix. The boss lady, I kind of like it, but she'd be a little feisty. Kind of like a nice, shy, quiet girl.
Lila,
Doesn't talk too much. That sounds pretty good.
Shy girl.
Kylie.
The gym? No. She'll be like, bro, time to go to the gym again. I'm like, I'm tired, babe. She'll like, I'll choke you out. It's time to go.
If you miss a single day, I'll have the ability to kill you.
Yeah. So good choices, though. Good choices. Very nice. All right. American politics out of context. This is real clips. And this is how politics is in the United States of America. Take a look.
Out of context.
Gotta have them ribs. And pussy too.
Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go.
Who?
But I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
They're eating the dogs.
That was amazing. I saw that live and I was like,
they're eating.
An attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner.
Do you identify as black? No, it's a serious question because you might not identify. Can you please put the mic? Thank you. Okay.
When I walked into the room,
I am not done with my question.
Oh, hey, young lady.
Oklahoma, Arkansas,
Minnesota. Biden had a lot of good ones too when he was giving it a shot there. It was fantastic. That's just how it is in America. Gotta have them ribs. This is the definition of childhood trauma that people are thinking, oh, this is so funny. My kids are going to laugh. No, they're going to be traumatized for the rest of their life. Take a look. Wait, not this one. Oh, no, I didn't get the right clip. Oh, my goodness. I think I'm going to come back to it in a second here because I got to get it. Was insane. It was absolutely insane. This is funny. New AI prank. Real life. Watch out. They're going to get you, especially the old people. They're going to get the old people first.
Did you climb on the shelf?
No.
Is that you climbing the shelf? That's weird. I got a video.
Different guy or the same guy?
That's me. Oh, what are you?
No, it is not.
Look at the pants and everything else, the hat.
The pants, no. That is not me.
They pointed him.
Isn't that insane? He's like, that's weird. That's you.
That is not me.
He's like, yes, it is.
But I didn't see you dancing.
Same hat. What are you talking about?
Hey, pull him aside and let him know that that's not allowed. We're going to need him to exit the store.
Not me. That is not me.
I don't understand what's going on. That's obviously you, sir. We're going to need you to
It
exit.
is not me. I don't have a white hat. I have an orange hat.
White hat?
He said if you can do like a breathalyzer.
Why does he want me to take a breathalyzer? You don't even prove I'm the one that was it.
He had the video.
That's the real guy. That's the AI.
Oh, shit.
Sir? Yeah. You gotta go.
No. Oh, no.
No, I know who you are. You gotta go.
I know who you are. He's banned from every target going forward. Damn. That's kind of, but if somebody showed you a video you doing something, you go, I didn't do that though.
I'd be like, damn, that's impressive.
That's good. Like,
you would know nowadays that it's AI.
We would know. I mean, we're not some R words, but like, I think they'd get a certain demographic of people. They'd be like, I didn't do that.
How did you make me do that?
You made me do that.
He's like, no. He's like, oh no, I got dementia.
Yeah, maybe. This is one more. Same as another one. I think it's the same guy, just doing it a different one.
I don't know if it was you or not, but the boss said someone was in the women's closing area and then they got the pink underwear and they're sniffing it.
Not me.
I sent the video in and
roll the tape, bro.
So that's you, right?
Huh?
What?
What?
He's so confused.
I swear to God, that's not me, dude. And there's no way. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they need to stop, or they're gonna have some problems.
Tell that idiot to stop sniffing the pink underwear and get the fuck out of my store!
Crazy. Yeah, he's nuts. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at him. Isn't that crazy? That guy was like, I don't even know what it is. I know I didn't do it, but
like,
damn.
He's like, I know I didn't do it, but that evidence is pretty strong.
That's pretty. I'd actually probably convict me if I was on the jury against this. I have no shadow of a doubt there. This dog is so smart. Why is this dog so smart? Look at this. El Toro, look at this. Look what this dog's doing. Look at him. He's peeing standing up. But what's so funny is, like, he looks like he wants privacy. He's like, bro,
He's like,
can you?
Do you mind?
Chill for a second? Like,
Bro.
How did he learn to do that?
Bro.
He's like, this is weird, dude. This is weird.
You're making it weird.
You know I'm trying to pee, right? You humans do this. I'm trying to pee.
He's like, do I do that to you? Do I come in and record you every time you go
The dog
pee?
comes in next time on the phone. Oh, what are you doing? Oh!
Yeah.
Looks stupid now, don't you?
It's not so fun for you, is it?
My goodness. But wouldn't that be cool? You teach your dog how to pee in the toilet. You never have to, like, take him outside. You just pee in the toilet. This dog has the Fent freeze.
Bro,
dude,
are you good? Dude, do you want to lay down? How about you lay down, kiddo? Yeah, go ahead and lay down.
Oh my goodness. What did they give this dog?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's frozen. He just had surgery, so, you know, they hopped him up. But he's like, oh my goodness, he was stuck. That's what the kids would say. He was stuck. Fent freeze there. What the hell is wrong with this dog?
Considering you got that metal collar on him.
Oh my goodness. He sounds like an old Asian man.
He's confused too. He's like, what the heck is going on here? He's like, why do I sound
my
so
goodness. Wow. That is, I don't know what he did to that dog, but he should be beat. Not the dog, the human. This cat, this cat looks as depressed as me. My cat's reaction after I came home late and didn't feed him on time. I'm dying. Oh, it's you. Remember when you didn't feed me?
He's like, it's about time.
I'm dying.
God.
My goodness.
I don't even know how long it's been.
Stupid humans. Hold my baby for a second. That's what this lion says. Check this out. She's like, would you mind holding this for just 1 second? I gotta whip on these boys. They're like, oh, hell no. I'm out. Isn't that crazy? They're like, the hyenas were starting to surround her, and she's like, oh, hell no. 1 second.
Right.
I gotta put my baby down.
Do you think that it like chose to do that because it was like, oh, I trust humans, they're not gonna mess with me?
I think that's what it was. I think it was like, all right, look, I got hyenas, they will bite me. Humans, they're probably chill. You guys hold
as
my
long
kid.
as I don't bite them, they won't do anything.
Yeah, it's probably like, you know how they go, oh, the spider's more scared of you than are it. The lion was like, these humans are more scared of me, bro. It's all right. I'm about to make these hyenas scared, though. They're not scared of me. I'm about to make them scared. Better hold my baby. Very nice. Let's see here. This guy floated his baby just for a second, though. It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, he caught it. But he caught it with the hand that he was holding his baby with, not the hand he was holding the beer with that he didn't spill.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I've seen that one. The kid's like traumatized.
The kid looks really upset, but man, look at he caught it, got the kid back, ultra instinct with the beer, and he said, didn't spill it.
Look at that guy. He's like, you're a legend.
Whoa. Timmy. The grandpa's really concerned. In the beginning, he actually looks pissed. That grandpa's like, what are you doing? But then he's like, oh, wait, hang on. Oh, okay, he nailed that. But he's still like concerned for the kid.
Yeah, well,
that's a grandpa thing.
that's probably not his dad. It's probably his wife's dad or whatever.
Yeah.
And
or some random old man.
now he's, I don't know. Even a random old man would have the sense to be like, that's not good.
That would have been crazy if he dropped the baby, though. If he was like, oh, ball!
And then into the stands.
That would have been a whole different story. Right now they're saying, greatest male performance of all time. What a legend! But like if he dropped his baby, then I'm like, this is the worst piece of shit that's ever been in the history. He's scum amongst men. He's scum.
This is why you're making us look bad.
Yeah.
What if he'd have dropped the beer, though?
They would have made fun of him.
They would have called him F.
That would have been the middle. That would have been the middle. Drop the baby, you're scum. You catch everything, you're a legend. You drop the beer, not the baby, get the ball. You stupid ass, you dropped the beer.
Like, oh, you failed.
Oh, so close to being cool, loser. Something like that.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
he got the best world, though. If you don't crash out, are you even a dad?
Oh. I have done that before, and I'm not even.
Ooh, he's Mario from Super 64.
Okay, so I have not done that.
Yeah, motherfucker! Fuck you!
You know how many hours he's probably been dealing with that?
For? Fuck off! God damn it, motherfucker!
Bitch ass fucking pussy cunt. God damn this fucking hellhole.
I've seen this one.
House. I hate everything about this fucking place. I despise this fucking house, man. Fucking house. You guys just sit around
Mother.
See that? Watch.
Yeah, see it. Yeah. Oh, what the heck? Is that the toaster?
Brakes on it because they're fucking trash ass bullshit. Good. Hope I dent it. Pull this out. Fucking cocksucker. Fuck.
It's just how it be. It's just how it be.
It's just a thing.
It's just how it is. Now, this I feel is justified, but they're pranking their dads with a broken TV screen, but the screen's not actually broke, but it does look like it's broke. So let's see these dads crash out.
What happened? Move! What the fuck? Oh, for God's sake! The fuck is the matter with you guys? That's brand new, it's like a week old! There's a basketball net out front!
He didn't catch the ball. Don't get mad at me.
What the fuck?
He didn't catch it. I'm sorry.
Why are you throwing the ball in the house?
He didn't catch it.
What happened? Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Are you kidding me? No,
He's like, that's like 6 months worth of pay.
He did it. He's thinking it. Why don't you just break it?
He's like, oh, I'll break it.
I don't know. What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
My God.
Oh no. Oh, we got the belt. Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ, Ryan, what the fuck?
I think he was processing that.
Yeah,
like, seriously.
They broke it? It does look messed up.
Oh, motherfucker!
He's really trying hard.
TV.
I gotta get a new one.
I'm shit fun.
Oh no. I thought he was gonna punch it.
So did I.
The fuck? You ruined my TV. It's a fucking 70 fucking inch TV.
You just messed up his TV.
Get the fuck out of here. You broke my fucking TV? Fuck off. Motherfucker. You broke my fucking TV, motherfucker.
Those MRFers.
I feel like he was yelling at the grandkid, to be honest with you.
There was one guy in there that sounded like, oh man, now I gotta buy a new one. He kind of he was like a little upset, but he's like, is that?
And you know what? I think I'm gonna get the upgraded
Yeah,
model. He's like,
this is your fault, though.
Everybody's so funny now.
You did that to me. My dad was saying, I saw this too. I think it's Walmart that had it. There's what is it, a 89-inch TV? It's like a giganto TV for $900.
A 98-inch
98-inch.
For $988.
He was like, man, I want that. He was thinking about it. He's like, doesn't that sound insane? I'm like, that is crazy.
$988 for a 98-inch.
I was telling him, like, TV prices have just dropped.
They also had a 95-inch TV for like $600 or $700.
That's crazy.
3-inch difference.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars cheaper. Now, granted, you know how Black Friday is. It is not like 120 hertz refresh rate. And like, you know, it's not.
Yeah, but it's a TV that
I think it's 4K, like normal HDR.
Yeah.
Like,
that's all right. I mean, for like,
solid.
you know what I mean? For like the average person, that's all right. Unless they're going to be doing, oh, well, I got to, you know, I mean, these days, what's so funny is unless you have like some services behind it, how are you even? Before it was like, well, I watch Blu-rays, so obviously I need something very high def because I use uncompressed. Well, now you're streaming, and streaming compresses the shit out of everything. So it's like you almost don't even need the craziest thing because you're gonna get what you get at this point.
Well, I think
you know what I mean.
I think that's us.
Yeah.
That does that. I think there's a strong community of people that buys a really nice TV, and when they want to see something, they buy an equally nice Blu-ray. You know what I mean? Like, and they put it on their whatever they choose to play that particular
But that's
content.
like an audio file. They're like, oh, well, I enjoy the TV. I have to have Dolby Atmos with these, you know, blah, blah. Yeah.
And most
versus the normal person's like, I got a sound bar.
Yeah, I think the majority of the people who are but what I'm saying is that that group of people who does that is much larger than you think.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's probably larger than I think, but the vast majority of people would be like, oh, what is it, 4K?
Oh, yeah. You're talking
60
about
frames?
people like me who go home, I watch YouTube, and I fall asleep.
Yeah. Just a normal person. I just want to put on some TV.
To hear the helicopters flying.
Yeah, like when I got this TV, it's a 65-inch. Honestly, I couldn't get much more than that because I wanted to make sure it didn't overhang in the hallway or the kitchen. So I was like, all right, I can pretty much get this. And it was only $300. So I was like, oh, bro, I'll pay the $300.
That was only $300?
That was only $300.
What's the refresh rate?
It's just a normal 60.
Oh, it looks really good. So
No, it's just 60. It's 4K. It has HDR, but I'm like, I was thinking like, oh, well, I could pay more for a better, but I was like, honestly, I just want a big screen. I watch fucking 90s, 2000s anime. You know, I watch old shit. It's like, I don't really have the need for it. Ultra high def. But I wanted something for, at this size, you got to be 4K. If you're getting 98 inch, it got to be 4K. It was 1080p. It would actually look like absolute dog ass at a 100-inch screen. So, but hey, I think it's a good deal. I think he should go for it. It would be his whole. I think when he puts that in, he would realize, man, that's my whole like living room area. 100-inch screen.
That was
It'd be insane.
The 14th to the 16th. It was a Black Friday.
Oh,
or it was
so
like
it's already passed.
Event one. Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're gotten so rid of Black Friday. You know, it used to be something special. Now they're like the day before. Oh, the week. A couple weeks. It's all the time. What the fuck?
There's still event 2.
Used to be cool.
Which is actual Black Friday, and then there's going to be Cyber Monday as well. I don't have the item lists or the like prices for anything yet, so don't be looking for any.
Yeah, he wants the inside scoop.
No scoops yet.
Get him the scoop.
They don't even give us that stuff until like a couple days before the thing. We'll be getting shit shipped to us and not even know.
Yeah. That's good because they don't want you, insider scoop, insider trading. I got to get my boy waiting at the right time.
Well, yeah, but that presents a particularly irritating problem for me, considering I'm the one tasked with like securing and like locating and inventorying all of that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like really hard to do that when you're like, oh, okay, here's the list of things. Do you have them? And then it's like, if we received it 2 weeks ago, I don't have.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we legitimately just don't get the shipment. It's like, oh, well, you're supposed to have these.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Don't. So don't look for Jay for the scoop. He's not giving you the secrets. This one's funny. Not even gonna check on your boy? The show must go on. They're like, oh damn, but we're on stage, so.
Did he get back up?
I think they just kind of slid him to the side. They're like, bro, we ain't got time.
One of the audience members grabbed
check.
him by the ankles and like, shoop.
Yeah, just carted him off. I'm like, damn. Didn't even. They're like, bro, we're trying to win. You might actually be like a paraplegic. We will go on without you.
They're like, we'll give him a cut.
Yeah. This is going to be me after we go to Japan.
Welcome on, bro. What's good, bro? Welcome on, bro. How was Japan, bro?
Ohio gozaimasu.
Nigga, you been there for 3 days.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Nigga, you're not Japanese, nigga.
Arigato.
What's so funny was like when you were gone that first week, because I was like watching all those TikToks that were like, oh, you need to say these are common phrases you need to know. I was like saying them nonstop, so I'd get my kids and I'd be like, the whole thing. I can't even remember now because it was so short-term memory, but like I was just saying them constantly, like sumimasen, or like the guy was saying, what was it, origato goyamasu, where it was like, thank you very much and stuff like that. I was like, I had all those terms down for a little bit, so I know when we go to Japan, I'll load them, I'll preload them, I'll have all the common terms.
That's good because I have a tendency to like, I speak some Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So when I started learning these Czech phrases, my Spanish kept jumping in the way. So what would happen is like, I would think, obviously English, and then I'm like, okay, I need to translate it.
Yeah. Did you try the live translation? Did you see?
So they don't have it for Czech. They have it for Germany though, and I turned it on in the flight because all that's on board. I was still in airplane mode. Don't worry. And it literally translated. You know how at the beginning of your flights they safety features and like where the exits are and all of that. Well, when you're flying internationally, they say it in their native language first, and then they'll go. And
it was translating that.
It was translating the whole thing.
Damn.
Like
we're in the future.
And it was honestly really incredible. I would still recommend if you're going to go.
Yeah, you should know someone.
Well, don't say that because I didn't. Oh. I mean, I did know
He's
some.
A piece of shit.
I did know some, but like I can't. I just can't check.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's not checking over there.
But it was. Well, first of all, because Spanish kept jumping in the way, and I kept translating into Spanish, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm trying to do this other language. No, not that one. The third one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that kind of sucked. But Google Translate.
There we go.
With, like, live. It's just easier. Like, yeah, it's not as tech-heavy where you're like, oh, it's saying it in my earphones, and then, like, it's also writing it on here, and you don't really need to hear it. Just put it on the table.
Yeah.
And then you say something, it'll display on your screen, you show it to them, and then they'll say something back. It's the same thing, but way more accurate.
Nice.
Well, not accurate. It's just way more easy to use.
Yeah. Love it. Love the future. This is so awesome. Now, this is really speaking about the past, but I saw this and I said, damn, I wish I would have known this back when we worked at Little Caesars, just to make fun of people that just didn't know how to cut a pizza. Because it turns out it's actually a specific term. I didn't know that, but now I do, but I can't go in the past.
The last thing I want to show you is how to do a New Haven cut.
New Haven, Connecticut.
Some people, this
is how they cut
crazy.
It.
But the way they do it on Worcester Street is very different than any other place, and it's very traditional. So I'm going to show you A, how to cut a pizza, fancy. And B, how to do New Haven style. What a lot of people get wrong is they actually try to cut it like this. You actually want to lift your elbow up.
Well, you do want to do that. You want that leverage.
You take the edge of the pizza cutter, and you pierce the edge of the crust like that.
It's good cut theory.
And you slide it across.
Heck yeah.
Putting pressure down the whole way with your elbow up.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're on Worcester Street in New Haven, you're going to make one cut down the middle.
Okay.
Then you take this here.
Yeah.
And you randomly just slice it in all different shapes and sizes. Like this.
You just randomly kind of just do whatever there.
The thought process is that there's a slice for every person. So you got your Gabon slice and your Weight Watcher. This is the Weight Watcher slice. And this is the Gabon slice.
I would have loved to known that. So when people were like just cutting their pizzas like a bunch of retards, I'm like, oh, New Haven style.
Worcester style.
What a connoisseur. I didn't know you were so traditional. Well, we don't do New Haven here. We cut them even.
Right.
You were so
precision.
fancy. Mother. so for the kids, I would always say that. I'd be like, I'd point them out like, oh, you're taking care of the family. You got some for the kids, mom and dad. There, you're
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. The baby can even have a slice. He's like, I just want a little nub. That's just how it is. All right, we're in the final stretch here. This is gonna be how I'm gonna make some crazy house rules when I do the next beer pong.
Infection. That's first shot of the game. That means these 3 cups infected. Pogo stick. Oh, it's 2 cups per bounce. That was 2 bounces. That was 4 cups to start. Let's go.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, dude, you didn't step on the hinge one before I counted all 7 cups in this game. Dude, what? House rules. Everyone plays inchworm cup. Dairy aisle, almond milk cup. What? Ooh, that was almond milk cup in the dairy aisle. So that's almond milk, 2%, whole, skim, chocolate almond milk, and oat milk, baby. Let's go.
Let's
House
go.
rules, dairy aisle. Let's go.
It was so funny. So I saw that, and I was playing downstairs with my kids, and they had this hover ball that I bought my son for his birthday. And so we're just like tossing it, and my son wanted to make a game out of it. And he was like, you know, oh, we toss it. Even Uncle Jason came down and he played with us when he this was before you left, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, you know, I don't even know what the rules were, right? He was just like, oh, if the ball passes a certain threshold and you don't grab it or you do grab, I don't even know whether. So then when I came down there the next night with them and we're playing, after I saw this video, I was like, I did something and it just, I don't know, arbitrarily went by them. I said, oh, that's the super roundabout. That goes between the bag by. That's 50,000 points. And they were like, no way, that's not how it works. I was like, that's just the rules. That's the rules. They would do something. I'm like, oh, that's the beyond the horizon. That's actually 300,000 points. That's insane. I can't believe I pulled that off.
They're like, holy
this
crap,
is crazy.
You're a master of this in one day.
It was cracking me. I couldn't do it with a straight face, but that guy, like that's how I want. The next time I play beer pong, I'm just gonna try to put somebody through the ringer like that. I'm like, oh no, infection. That's 3 cups because they're all infected. That's how it works. Mike, thanks for joining. Appreciate it, brother. All right, hot take. This guy's right. Listen first.
A heated debate online after a TikTok video from a stay-at-home dad sparks backlash. Now, in the clip, he insists that staying home with his young daughter, doing the cooking, the cleaning, and nap time is easy, and he challenges stay-at-home moms who say the job is hard.
I can clean the whole apartment while watching her before 12 or 1 o'clock. So can someone please tell me, when does being a stay-at-home mom become hard?
His remarks drew sharp criticism from many women, especially mothers who say the emotional toll, exhaustion, and isolation of running a household without pay is real. A study cited in the debate puts the unpaid labor of full-time homemakers at nearly $4,700 a month in major cities.
Because that's what it would cost to get a nanny.
Does the TikToker have a point?
$4,700 a month.
Let us know.
Oh my goodness. He's absolutely right. There was only one time in my life I got to do this. This was after I quit corporate Little Caesars. Before I went to Texas, I took 2 months off. And so those 2 months, my wife, ex-wife at the time, or whatever you want to call her, is the in-between phase. She went to work every day, and I was stay-at-home dad. And I got the kids up. I made breakfast. I made lunch. I made a home-cooked, like, fancy meal for every dinner. I was making some sort of fancy meal. I kept the house clean. I got to play with my kids all day. Like, it was the best time ever. Easy as fudge. I'm telling you, being like a true stay-at-home dad, not where it's like, oh, well, you work part-time or you do some work at home in your home office, but no, I'm saying stay-at-home dad. Like, you don't have any work to do. You just have to take care of the kids like a real stay-at-home mom would be. Bro, it's so easy. It's so easy. I don't know how women complain about it. It was the greatest time in the world. It was so awesome. It was so great.
Yeah, but you weren't at the club.
Weren't at the club.
You weren't.
I didn't get to go out with my girlfriends.
Getting paid.
Nobody paid me. This is the problem, is like they look at it as like a detriment to them. Like, oh man, I can't do that. But to me, I looked at it as I think it was just because as a working man that was away from my family for so long, especially as somebody that was traveling 50% of the time, I was thinking, wow, I get to spend all day with my kids. This is awesome. It was an outlook. look. You know what I mean? It's like I already was on the outside. So now I'm looking on the inside. I go, oh, I get to spend all this time with my kids. This is awesome. Oh, yeah, I got to clean up. Okay. And then, yeah, obviously they were messy. They were at the time, they were like 5 and 3. Prime age for like making messes, toys all over the place. We just clean it up. We'd play and then we clean up and whatever. And then by the time she got home, I'm like, oh, I made a steak and potatoes au gratin with a nice side salad. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, this is easy. This is easy. And all the comments are women just going, oh, it's so emotional, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you don't know how to understand the toll, blah, blah. I'm like, it's because you guys, honestly, you guys, I know women are supposed to be like that emotional caregiver nurturing thing, but like, they're not. I don't know how to say it, but like, think about this. What's the first thing that happens after a lady gives birth to her kids and she comes home? Postpartum depression. They want to kill the kid. Like, that's the first thing that happens. They're like, bro, I'm so stressed out. I don't want to get one. Every single one of them. That's why it's postpartum. They all get it, and they all go, I don't know about this kid. I don't know about this kid. Then the women, as soon as they get the right to vote, they're like, what's the first thing on our minds? Abortion. We should be able to abort these kids. Maybe women just don't like kids as much. They don't like their own kids. Is that maybe that? It's a hot take. It's a spicy take, but.
Well, it's like.
Bro, so I don't know.
I'll put it to you in like it's post-nut clarity, the most extreme version. Yeah. Where they're like, you know, beforehand, they're like, I want to have a baby. I want to cuddle it. I want to do all these really adorable things, and then it comes out covered in mucus and like just crying and doesn't love you immediately because it's like it has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, because it is like, hard. I mean, the beginning phases of the baby, that is very difficult. They don't sleep more than 2 hours. You got to feed us, crying constantly. Like, no. I get that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like we're talking toddler age and above, like the things done doing the crazy stuff.
But I'm saying like in terms of the postpartum.
Yeah. They're like, oh.
Then the whole like magical thing wears off, and it's like, well, it's here now. Now I'm responsible. I got to take care of this thing, and like, oh God, I'd rather be at the club.
Right.
I'd rather, or for the good women out there or whatever, like
getting a coffee with your friends.
Yeah, coffee,
go to Starbucks,
or like go to the
with
bookstore, and not have to like constantly.
And I think also it's a perspective thing because women already think pregnancy's hard, right? They go, oh, being pregnant's hard. Oh, I didn't know you were like literally weaving the baby together. You're like sitting there like, no, can you not bother me? I'm actually weaving together the toes. I'm actually getting the neural network between the brains.
Yeah, I don't want this kid to get diabetes.
They're eating twice as much and they get fatigued easier. And yeah, you gain a lot of weight. And yeah, you know, it's uncomfortable. You get heartburn. Like, I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying it's not hard. Like, I don't know. They act like they're literally making the damn baby. That would be insane if they were like, no, bro. Oh, fuck, I forgot I have to work with the heart today. There's so many valves I'm going to have to do. This is crazy. You know what I mean?
You have to like study about it, like how the anatomy, you have to know.
That would be insane. I'd be like, oh man, women, that's the hardest thing in the world is making a baby.
You'd shut your pie hole forever.
Forever. I'd be like, they have the hardest job in the world, guaranteed. No, they don't. It's just fatiguing. It's hard. So then they think that was hard. But then when the baby comes out, they go, oh, no, shit. I thought that was hard already. I already had a negative mentality, and now this is 10 billion times harder.
Yeah, now I got to
sitting on my ass and eating twice as much.
Not sleep for the better part of 2 years.
Yeah, so I don't know, bro. I thought it was so cool. I wish I could do it again. I'd have a few more of them boys. I need a few more kids. I'm running out of time here, I think, though. They say the older you get, your sperm doesn't work as good. That's what it's supposed to be. Like, not that it wouldn't work, like, oh, it won't work, but like we were talking about the genetic stuff. They're like, yeah, your shit gets wonkier over time. I'm like, oh no, am I running out of years? My clock. Here we go. How to win at business. This guy knows how to win.
You're always complaining. You're always yelling. You're always huffing and puffing. What are you, PMSing? What are you, on your period? Actually, yeah, I'm on estrogen. I take it every single day. Because what's scarier than a woman PMSing? Why can't men harness that power? I'm irritable and pissed off every second of the day, and it fucking works. All the women on my team are trans, and all the men are on estrogen pills. Our periods are synced up, and so are our bank accounts. Hot flashes? Bring them on! Crabs? Drink your freaking cranberry juice! My OBGYN's on payroll, motherfucker! Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. But what about a man?
Damn.
Look at his face is all red.
It's from the estrogen.
Yeah, I get that.
That makes sense. Big brain. And all the women are trans, so they have the women benefits, but they work like men. Big brain. That's how you win. Plus, you could probably pay them less because they're women. You can pay them 75%.
Well, plus they're not going to get, have family milestones and change their lives. And
This
have
is
to
good.
Require years
Write
off.
this down. We're putting it in the business plan. This is why you can't help everyone. This is just a little funny one, though.
The life of any party you attend.
Excuse me, sir? Sir, excuse me? Your sleeve keeps almost going in that suit. You should watch it.
His sleeve almost goes in the suit.
What? Your sleeve keeps almost going in that suit. I just don't want it to get dirty. So what? Why not? Just try to be helpful. What about me? What about yourself, you fucking asshole? Hey, honey, I want you to meet someone. This guy here cares about my sleeve. He's Henry Help. He doesn't want my sleeve to have cherry soup. Uh-oh. Exactly what you didn't want to happen. Uh-oh. Too bad you can't help.
There's nothing to be said. That was mental.
Too bad you can't help. Got me.
This man cares about my sleep.
You can't help them all. You can't. That's just how it is. Some people, they just have to go fast. This bro had enough. He's like, bro, I gotta get by you. I just gotta, oh, I really gotta. That's it. I'm taking the shoulder. Here I go. Nope.
My God.
I gotta go fast. I have to. I'd always see those people where it's like they're pulling up to me and they're like, oh, come on. I'm thinking, this guy's in a... I always just get over whatever it is. I go, oh, he's in a hurry. Go, you're in a hurry. Where you gotta go? Especially when it's not on the freeway. It's on a regular street and then we all pull up to the same red light and I go, I thought you were in a hurry. But
why didn't you just
That's weird.
blow
We're
that?
all at the same... Wow.
Yeah, what? Now you're considerate of other people?
Oh, he should have just blown the red light. Come on.
Why not?
Come on.
It's your time.
A lot of the comments were blaming the driver in front. They were saying, oh, well, it's people like you that... It don't... Like, first of all, I have a big gripe about this. Yeah, oh, it's the fast lane. It's the fast lane. You know there's a speed limit, right? You know if you go above the speed limit, you're breaking the law. So if... First of all, if you're already in the fast lane, going faster than the speed limit, and somebody's like riding your ass and they're like, oh, I want to get around you. You're already breaking the law, and they're like, you're not going fast enough. To those people, I just go, bro. Like I said, I'm passive on it. I'm just like, I don't really give a shit. But like, I could just see people going like, bro, I'm already going 80. What the fuck?
Right.
Come on. There's a speed limit. You're not supposed to break it.
And
But they're
it's
like,
a
I gotta
limit,
go fast.
not the...
But everybody goes, yeah, everybody's like, oh, do you mean speed rule? Because we should go
You have
that?
to go 75.
They're like, no, that's like the ceiling. You're actually not supposed to go above it. You could go below it. You could actually go 60 if you wanted to. But these days, you'd look insane. They'd be like, 60? Come on, old man.
No, I'm going to be honest. If it's like raining or like an unfamiliar road, like I go.
Especially wintertime, bro. I don't play, dude. If it's like too snowy, bro, I'll throw on the hazards. I won't be in the fast lane, but I'll get on the other one and I'll slow down, dude. I'm not chancing shit. Not in Michigan. You can't do that. Here we go. Can't stop for these haters. Can't stop for them.
And it's just really loud and it's hard. I have ADHD, so it's really hard for me.
I'm sorry. I go to the meetings, I do. But right now, I'm working for my son right now, and this is how I make a living. So I can't stop right now. I'm sorry.
She's like, it's too loud.
Tomorrow, I'll stop, okay? This is
I
how
like
I make
that.
a living.
Today I got to keep going.
I'm working
Tomorrow
for my
I'll
rent
stop.
right now. My son's 2 years old. I'm a single father, right? I don't get any help in the world. I'm out here all by myself.
There's lots of resources.
Yeah, hallelujah. I get it. Okay, I'm Tony.
Hi, Tony.
This is my job, all right? Sorry, this is where I live, too. This is the parking lot I live at, all right? I'm going to a meeting every Monday. I'm working the steps right now, but you're not paying my rent, all right?
No, I know I'm not paying your rent, but
No.
I just have to listen to it. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sorry, all right? God bless you.
Heck yeah. Go, Tony! He's doing that all by himself. Look at him. That lady's probably standing right in front of him like, damn. They can't prosper.
Give me the strength to take care of my son. It's all for you, Father.
That lady was hating. Oh, it's loud and I have ADHD, so stop. And he's like, I'm literally doing, like, because this is what he does. He live streams and then people donate. Well, like, he's like, this is how I make money, lady. You don't pay my rent. The fact that I'm living in this parking lot. Go away. Go away and let me do my thing. Let me do my thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, but yeah, the theory of like, oh, I have ADHD, so you must suffer.
Yeah. Please. Like, couldn't you just go away? Couldn't you just go away? He's in a parking lot. Like, how close could your house be?
Right.
You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, but I'm trying to shop. I'm trying to shop. And I'm thinking about your playing. Even thinking about your playing is messing up my ADHD.
Right.
It's crazy. All right, we reached the last video, the motivational positive message. Let's take a look. I think it's Gary V today.
I have no idea why you would ever not be your biggest fan. Everybody else is gonna boo you. Don't join them. If you sit here right now and you do not have self-esteem, that's other people putting that shit in you, and unfortunately you decided to listen. And you need to realize you're the fucking best.
Damn.
You're also fucking human, so you will make unlimited mistakes. But good news, everybody else sucks too. So you're good. And I need people to get into that fucking mindset, especially when you are actually capable of changing your shit.
Absolutely. Don't listen to these damn haters. Everybody's going to hate on you. If you want to do anything special, you're going to stand out from the crowd, and people don't like that. They like when people conform. They like when they feel special. They like when they feel superior. So then when you try to do something that makes them realize, oh shit, I'm not doing something cool like that. Oh, I'm not traveling. Oh, I'm not starting a business. Oh, I'm not doing that. They want to hate on it. Simply because you're doing something good for yourself. Don't listen to those damn haters. All right, and then for your Bible verse of the week, I got simple, short and sweet. Proverbs 17:22. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. So don't listen to those haters. Stay positive. Keep doing what you're doing, and that is the medicine you need to keep going. Those haters, they'll draw you up from your bones. I'm telling you, you let one person in, they let that negativity seep, and it just starts going all throughout your body, and next thing you know, you don't want to do nothing. Don't listen to these haters. Like Gary V said, and I said it too in my one song, but everybody sucks. People suck. Don't listen to them. All right, we're at the end of the live show. Thanks for joining us, Jason. Thanks for being here. He's back, and we're ready to go for next week again. TikTok, this is fantastic. We're ending with 3,600 likes. You guys are amazing. Mostly me.
Absolutely incredible.
Mostly me. Thank you, me. You're awesome. Me. Yes. I can't wait to check out the post live stream of that. Everybody that stopped by on TikTok, thank you. I appreciate it. User 124482125559 just joined. Thank you. We're at the end of the live show, though.
You the man.
Follow us. We're going to be back next week. My YouTubers, we got my dad, Cheyenne, Caro, every lurker. You know I appreciate you every single week. Thank you so much for joining us. But we're out of here. Good day. I'm sorry, everyone. The show's over, but we thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. We're out of here.
You what?
Good day.
Are you ready?